Dude. Hello. And welcome to the dog. Today. The reason why it is a special day is because I've got a Team of the Week pack to open, which hopefully would give us a nice player. An all tots pick to open, and the La Liga tots pack to open. We just need somebody. Anybody. We'll take Dybala. Come on. Come on. Kane. Bellingham. Saka. Foden. Palmer. 93 Millard. It's fine. Fine. We don't mind it. Don't mind it. Then, let me open this small gold players pack. We're still looking for some English players. We're still missing some English players. Justin is not one of them. Sound issues? I don't think so. No sound issues here. Me gusto, me gusto. The best RTG? Thanks, man. We've got to play some games today, but I've got... Oh, we've got some mixed players pack from the Team of the Week upgrade. He can go. He can get sold. Sound is good, yeah. I was going to say, sound is fine. That guy's got sound. We haven't. We'll go and state. What's up, Matt Pal? Mixed players pack number 2. Sell him on. We'll sell him on. We'll sell him on. Store all of them. We'll sell him on. We'll get rid of her. And then, I want the Team of the Season pack, ideally, EA. Not there, is it? Gonna have to open some of these packs. An 80 by 5 is okay to open, I suppose. Luka Modric. Nope, Brozovic, never mind. I suppose I'm still looking for, like, Ivan Toney. 70, 81 by 2. Still looking for Luka Modric. Oh, that actually might be. Hey, it is. Not bad. An 80 by 2. No blue. Luka Modric? Could you imagine if that was? Now, hopefully, we get to see the Team of the Season pack. Well, we will now, because there's only 30 packs there. Lovely. There you go. We've got 7 players pack as well, of which we need to hit some of these English players that we're missing. We didn't on this occasion. La Liga Tots. There is only one that can come out of this pack that can help us. And it is Jude Bellingham. Could you imagine? Never mind. Never mind. Another bit of fodder for the club. Another bit of fodder. What we are going to do, before we get into a few games, is go and build a couple of exchange packs to see if we can add at least one player that we're missing into the pack. I will actually put Donnarumma in there. Yo, we're getting mad followers right now. What's going on? Did we just get raided or something? Literally just picked up like 100 followers in 2 minutes, in 2 seconds. They're all names with numbers. Is there like such thing as follow bot, guys? I've literally just been followed by about like 200 people all at once. And they all have 2 or 3 digits at the end of their name. And it's happening again. I think I'm being follow botted. Yeah, I think I've been follow botted. How dumb is that? It's 2024. Look. Look at the follow list there. It has all like numbers. Watch, they'll come through again in a second. So let me scroll down for you. Look how every single follower has got numbers at the end, and they all followed 1 minute ago. It's 2027. Who the hell follow bots? Come on now. Anthony, thanks for the 6 months, man. I appreciate it, bro. Did Matt get that and his Twitch got banned? Is that right? Well, can I just... can we come back here? Can I just show that I can see that it's happening and it's not me doing it? Because I couldn't care less to follow bot my Twitch account. That'll be why you've just been pinned on my homepage. Oh, am I on homepage, am I? Oh, that'd be nice. Damn, I can't remember the last time I was on homepage. Damn, there's me thinking that it's something nefarious. And instead, I've been put on homepage, have I? Go on then, Twitch. Go on then. God, they're trying to tear me away from the old YouTube scene, aren't they? What does someone gain from doing that? Companies used to value a creator based on their followers. Like, which is weird because they don't anymore. They now gain it, like, they now value creators based on their interactions, you know, their kind of like metrics outside of how many followers they've got. But they used to value people based on how many people followed them. And so people used to follow bot to make it look like they were a bigger deal than they were. Here we go. 51 players pack. Come on. Give me some of these English players that we're missing. French striker. So we're going to get Mbappe. That's fine. A duplicate Mbappe anyway. How is it that there's none of the English players here that we need? It was only Hugo Lloris. And then 51 players pack number 2. No blue. No English player either. It's going to be Kostic. There's one. Okay, we have added someone to the mix. Henderson has been packed. That's great news. That is great news. We are still missing... Oh, wait, who was the other English player there? I didn't even see. We finally got a new player, or a player that we didn't have already for the England setup. And 51 player pack number 3. No blue here either. Poland. Striker. Hazard or Lewandowski? Hazard. Do we get another English player that we're missing? No, we do not. No, we do not. So we're missing now... Trafford, who's a silver. Dunk, who obviously is a gold. Maguire, who's a gold, which is mad we haven't hit him so far. Konsa, rare. Gold rare. Gahey, who I have packed and I've put into an SBC before by mistake. Branthwaite and Konsa. Bellingham, Wharton, Kane, and Ivan Toney. However, what we get to do right now, for the first time... is go and play a game with our brand new Kobe Mainu. Let's go. I've actually got to play 3 games. Euros cards look meh to me. Wait, the Euro cards are already out? Oh, it was Nketiah Merviches. Yeah, the silver cards, I've got to do the daily bronze and silver to try and get them, which I already have, but... When you getting back to drafting? I've been drafting. What do you mean getting back to drafting? We drafted yesterday. I won the draft. Today, I played another draft. I won it. I did the 128 challenge. I didn't win it. The design has been leaked, has it? F1 time. Mate, I can't. Do you know what? My desk, I don't know anyone that's like watched me long enough. Maybe you'll realise, maybe you won't. My desk is about 10 foot off the wall that it used to be on when I had my rig set up right next to me. And I had the whole setup for F1 there. When I moved my desk off the wall, the rig's now the other side of the desk. You ever do this thing where you like tidy up or like rearrange a room or something and you pack things away that you don't need in the moment and you think to yourself, I'll never forget that it's there.
Well,
I can't find the wires for the rig anywhere.
And that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek
Anywhere
Gray,
at all.
ready here on the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up is this intriguing contest in division rivals.
I just got ahead of
It's the Invincibles.
Oh, fun fact though, guys. Today I opened the 87x4 that I got.
They look sharp, they're inventive, and they work.
Oh, I like this guy's stadium.
They'll take some beating
I opened the 87x4 that I I
And the starting
and I packed Olivier Giroud out of it. How nice is that? On my Arsenal account. But it turns out it was worth it to play champs last night in the end. Boring.
And here's how Arsenal will line up.
They Spenny? Not really. I've got a few. I haven't got time to like get them out the cupboard. What I want. So I will look again tonight. If I can't find them tonight, I'll order them on Amazon tonight to come tomorrow. They have the Stones, Zaza.
Walker. Well, it's the hope of any player to make a bright start with their new club, and today is no exception.
Well, he'll certainly add some quality into that midfield area because he's a really good passer of the ball, which will hopefully give the front players the service their movement deserves. Let's just hope he settles in quickly.
Well, a classic example of how to intercept.
Doesn't have it. Thought he had it and he doesn't. Bobby Minu, baby, come on.
Arsenal move it forward.
Oh, on his debut.
And control.
Oh, he's gone for the assist instead. It's Eze!
Not wasting much time today. They strike.
Who's 50-50 for you? I've only played against him like 3 times. And he's been amazing against me every time. Guys, last night, who was in the stream last night? Man, what a journey that was. For those of you that weren't in the stream, I got to 11 wins with 5 games left. Maybe 4 games left. 4 or 5 games left, I can't remember. I was so tired.
Might get in behind the defense.
I started my champs games at about 7:15, 7:30 p.m. And I didn't even want to play. And in the first 5 games, I played against 2 players that get rank 1. And I beat them both. And I was playing out of my goddamn skin, man. Oh, I was playing so good. I was playing so good. I was even impressing myself. I was there like, I was watching some of the stuff back today on stream, like watching the stream back, you know, for myself, to see if I was playing good or if I just got lucky or whatever. Oh, I was playing so good, man. It might have even been like the best FIFA, FC, whatever I've literally ever played. And I got to, what was it, 8-0. And I could see, even in Game 7 and Game 8, I was getting tired, man. I was getting so tired. And then I started getting triggered. And I was getting sloppy because I was playing so tired. And I went from beating 2 players that get rank 1, including one of them that's a professional footballer. He's in FIFA as well. I went from beating 2 players getting rank 1 to losing to a guy with 10 men that I was beating. And holy crap, was I playing bad. And I was just looking at the games, and I watched back like the difference between me in game like 2, 3, 4 and 5 versus the last few that I was struggling to even just beat bog standard players in. And I was like, man, I don't know what you guys feel about FIFA fatigue. Maybe I was just tired, let alone FIFA fatigued. But the difference in how I was playing was night and day.
Well,
It
able
was
to
like I was two
survive
different
that
players.
attacking push.
I was like, man, can I just be that
Well, they
better
might be
guy
hiding
all
under
of the time,
pressure,
please, EA?
but they've got to
Not that
make
it's
it
EA's
count in
doing,
those
that's my
situations,
doing.
that's for sure.
I was genuinely like watching myself back, so proud of myself. I was watching myself back like, oh my days, I'm actually like sick at this game.
Oh, an incredible clearance. I must say, I didn't see that coming.
We was adapting, nothing was getting to us, even against insane players. We was just doing us, you know.
Foden. And Arsenal unable to retain possession. Oh, a
Nice
brilliantly
stones.
timed tackle when it really mattered.
Eze does not have the legs for that, does he?
Well, there to intercept. Wonderful
Goes off the power shot plus for that though.
Trusting it, it's an unbelievable save.
What's up, Channy pal? How's the new life treating you, mate?
It's a short corner. Takes on the shot. Oh, a good diving save.
Mate, some of the comebacks yesterday were insane, honestly. What was it? I was 5-1 down in one game.
Marco.
Getting gritted on at 5-1 down.
Porto. Oh, managing to beat him. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Intelligent threaded pass here.
I see you, Eze, making that
Oh
run.
my goodness, you've really got to praise the defending. That was top-notch. Oh, full marks for getting past
Stay
it.
off the stones.
Throw-ins given.
Jota? No. It was... What was his name, guys? What was that?
Giroud.
He plays in like the Bundesliga 3.
Phil Foden now. And still pressing.
Oh, how's he got that?
And so that is going to be all for the first half here at the Rhein-Energiestadion.
Yeah, Yannick Maus. What's up, Jet Win Red? How you doing, man? Where's Kane? I haven't packed him. I got to pack him, otherwise I can't play with him. You got to pack these plurs. Some plur though, Harry Kane, isn't he? Some plur. Did I see Ultimate Tots? Yeah, 94 plus. Hell yeah.
And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched.
Look at the fight.
Arsenal have possession again.
That wasn't even for Bowen.
And making his move inside. Oh, genuine.
Easy.
And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve. And we saw the situation developing.
Can't wait to get this Foden upgraded.
Brilliant pass. And the flag raised.
Always offside on
it is.
angles. The champs be sweaty this weekend. Probably, mate, yeah.
Referee spotted
Mate,
the
at
little
94
nick on the
pluses,
way
though,
through.
don't even worry about the
So throw in
14.
coming up.
14 plus wins. Just go for your 11 or your 9. Get one player pick.
Golovin. Can he find the net?
Save. Oh,
Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it.
Well, it's been a while, but these fans are now coming to life.
And he's done it. Parity
it switched
again.
me off of stones
A
just as I
magnificent
pressed
game of
header. Can you believe that? Of course you can. It's FIFA. FC 24.
In the right place to cut out the pass. To jump in front. Really good block. Good looking ball, there could be a chance now. Must take the lead here. Oh, off the post, still alive and still dangerous. Teammate available. And a very good challenge. Can he find the right pass? In search of space.
Mate, he's fucking
And
holding
credit
on.
is due
What?
for that good piece of defending. Well, the outcome is a
I
free
got
kick
halfway
here.
down the field for that advantage, EA. What are you talking about?
The possession lost, intercepted. Decisive in the tackle. And a throw in here.
9 or 11 wins in champs. Like, genuinely, whatever you can get to. Like, the more the better, right?
Jared Bowen.
Should have played. Yeah,
And
should
the
no,
pass
should have.
deftly cut out. Sloppy in possession from the Invincibles. And racing away here. Chance to play it in.
Hey!
Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area.
What was that?
Well, there's a really stylish piece of running.
Not for my new game.
Defensively. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. In with a chance. And this
I had a cutback on there. The easiest cutback of my goddamn life. And for some reason, it pulled it back to the edge of the box instead of the player in the cutback position.
Take it away.
Because Walker was so far up the field. That was it.
Rafael Leao. A real opening now. Well, the keeper in possession to
Have I done Josely on main? No, I don't really do SBCs on my main account.
Really could have been his second goal there.
Tremendous block. And a throw in forthcoming. There's the cutback. They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating. It's looking promising. It's got to be. Vigorous defending. Timely intervention. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Now they have possession in a good area of the pitch. Pedro Gonçalves.
How does this guy still have the ball, EA?
Rudiger has it. Di Marco. Pass after pass, happy to just keep possession and frustrate their opponents. Pedro Gonçalves. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Ezzy. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. And a fine tackle. Oh, this is looking promising. Is this the moment? And he's kept it out. Fully
Do we use
stretched,
direct
somehow
passing
reaching
or
it.
possession? And for, I genuinely can't remember. Genuinely
So
can't
the
remember.
corner played into the box. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him. Opportunity.
Yeah.
Sound piece of goalkeeping. Doing well to win it
Are
back.
you
What
going
can
to
they do from
keep
here?
up the diatribe against the gameplay? Aaron 22, what the fuck are you talking about? All good in the next game. Mate, we're in almost in Division 3 with this England team. Like, this guy had an insane team. There is not a lot I can do against Sorloth and such when I've got fucking Gomez and Stones at centre-back.
Disappointing result for them.
Yeah, I mean, listen, to be almost in Division 3 with this team, there is zero shame. Zero shame. Thanks, Nima, pal. Am I feeling better? I'm not, mate. I'm not 100%, man. I can't. Whatever I've got, I can't shake it. Just can't shake it.
And a warm welcome on
I'm not sleeping great.
Day for football.
My appetite's gone.
I'm Guy Mowbray,
Just, yeah,
and I'm
God knows. Do you know what I do need to do? I do need to put some tactics in. I might go and get my
What are we going to get from
my
this
own
one,
4-5-1.
Thanks, Guy. Well, both managers will be reminding the players that it's important to get off to a quick start, really attack the opposition and put them on the back foot from the off. Hopefully we'll get a good game.
Here's the lineup for Arsenal. Nick Pope is the goalkeeper. John Stones starts alongside Joe Gomez in the centre of defence, and they're playing with just one up front. This is the visitors' team for today. João Cancelo starts with Theo.
Oh, hang on, what a chance!
Oh, just wide of the mark. Really wasn't much in that at all.
You normally get wins. Do I think you get 9? Yeah, listen, I don't. If you're like a 9 or 11 win player, I don't think you're going to drop down ranks.
Arsenal with the ball again.
I think if you're a 14 win player, you might find it
Foden.
a bit more difficult. If you're a 16 win player, like once you, I think all the sweats will come back to play, but they'll be so far out of your form range so quickly if you're a 9 or 11 win player that it won't really bother you too much at all.
Sparkling in this game soon.
Well, the power and the pace that he can get on the ball from distance, it's just superb. If you don't close him down,
is this the
quickly
same
as a
guy that I
defender,
just played?
The ball could
No.
be in the back of the net before you know it. He's a danger player for sure.
Well, a bit of a clumsy challenge, and the ref blows for a free kick. Well, not quite fully away here. Walker. A chance to deliver into the box. For the lead now. Oh, super challenge.
I should have just shot before. I was trying to force it to Eze because I need goals with him.
Drogba displays good vision. And there's the opener. The all-important first goal of the game.
Did Aaron 22 not respond? I'm not surprised. He's obviously just today learned the word diatribe, and so needed any way which he could to throw it into a sentence.
Oh, that's been won really smartly.
And so then when I asked him what he meant, he thought, fuck, I don't know what I mean. Oh, what a guy.
This is really nice. Another goal now would mean real control. This looks a promising move from Arsenal. And away it goes. João Cancelo. Trying to spark the attack further into life here. And that has stopped any potential danger.
You know exactly what I was talking about. No, I actually don't. So feel free to explain what you meant when you said
Stones.
what you said about my diatribe against the gameplay.
Wasteful from Arsenal.
Because I don't know what diatribe I have against the gameplay. So feel free to explain to me and everybody else, because we're all a bit invested now, to be fair, what you meant.
The defence has done its job to stop any trouble brewing.
And if you're going to play that whole, you know exactly what I mean card, then that just goes to show that you haven't got a fucking clue what you're talking about, because you can't even explain what it is you're talking about.
It's a corner and the opportunity to create an equaliser. Delivered into the box. Antonio Rudiger.
Oh, come on.
Onto Goretzka. Trying to force a mistake.
What dead selection of words, by the way, isn't it just?
Kevin De Bruyne. That's a lovely ball. There might be something building
people's
now.
teams are especially good today. Jesus Christ.
Well,
maybe the constant moaning when any decision goes against you in the game. So if that's how you genuinely think I am, because I mean, quite clearly, that's not the truth, is it? Right? You're using an absolute in a world where there isn't one, and that's fine, right? You're obviously just being a bit of a moron, and that's fine. But my question to you is, if that's how you believe that I act on stream, why the fuck are you watching?
Gomez. Jared Bowen. Bowen.
I was just going to keep reading the passes.
That's nicely cut out. That's not a bad looking ball.
I haven't got anyone to think it.
And that will ease any defensive worry. Well, not long to go until the break, and the host.
How do I dribble like that? It's just R1.
At least second best in this first
like,
half.
What is it?
Well, there's not much in it for me.
Technical
De
dribble.
Bruyne. It's there, and it's a goal. That's a real.
Am I enjoying my new card?
Two in front now.
Actually, no. He's been pretty poor. To be fair.
Sure.
Maybe it's because I just haven't figured out his play styles and how they work.
It's been cut out. There's the turnover.
Or how they work like in tandem.
On he goes. Terrific. And this could be. Oh, top quality goalkeeping to deny.
You're all assuming I'm bothered about it. No one's assuming you're bothered. Everyone's just confused why you're watching somebody, and quite clearly a lot, because you have an opinion that I have an unlimited diatribe against gameplay. As I said, I think you've just learned what the word meant today and decided to try and use it in a sentence somehow. Nobody thinks you're bothered or cares whether you are bothered or not. People are just confused why you're here. And again, instead of answering a direct question about why are you here, you're deflecting because of what? I don't know.
The end of the first 45 minutes here.
Oh, he's been banned. What's crazy as well is I'm pretty sure he's been in the streams for a long time, like a long time. I always recognise his name, and usually in a positive. Like that's the first time that's why I kind of asked in the first place, like, what does he mean? Because I've never seen a negative comment from him before, and I've seen lots of comments from him, and so I am 1,000,000% certain he's just learned what the word diatribe means and thought to himself, let me try and use this. Oh, I know how I'll do that. And then because he's oh, is it a new person? Okay, well, there's an Aaron A22 that might have been banned anyway. Maybe there was an Aaron A22 that got banned, got salty that he got banned, and so came back with another account. It's mad, isn't it? People are just weird. It is interesting though, like, because something he done is something that we all are guilty of doing at one stage or another, but that happens in like the gaming community more than anything, and that is literally talking absolutes. All you do is complain about this game. Factually, provably, deniably false. Because, you know, it's just not all I do.
Kevin De Bruyne has, as usual,
and then when I say something positive, all you do is shill this game. Okay. Similarly, it's not true, because I can't do solely one thing all the time. It's like, try and actually like get what you have to say out in a proper manner. And like, so for that Aaron guy, for example, and here's like a way for anybody to kind of like improve their conversational skills, even if they have something they want to talk about that might be edgy, touchy, you know, a little bit taboo or whatever it may be. He could have just said, how are you feeling about the gameplay at the moment, Nep?
Jared Bowen.
And that would have been it. That would have been enough. And if I would have like leaned into what he thought I was, which is somebody that just has diatribe against the gameplay, which couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, I was getting grief 2 weeks ago for the fact that I was saying that I think this is a good game. But if I did like verify what he thought and said, oh, this gameplay is awful, it's terrible, everything always goes against me, then he'd have reason to say, man, every time I hear you talk about gameplay, it's always in a negative light. Why do you play it? And then I could explain, actually, it's, you know, not always. Sometimes we just play frustrated and yada, yada, yada. If, however, I responded differently, then he'd have an opinion where we're like, oh, this guy doesn't just complain about gameplay. Maybe I just caught him on a bad day, or maybe I got the wrong end of the stick. Who knows?
Hanchko. Theo Hernandez. On to Rudiger. David Hanchko. Hernandez. Leon Goretzka. On to João Cancelo.
What's up, Connor Powell?
Now it needs a good ball in. Oh, he's done well to get past his man. Arsenal regaining possession. Bowen. A terrific tackle. The chance has gone. Able to skip past his man. The crowd encouraging him to take it on. Could pull one back here. Hits the upright. There it is. A lifeline in this game. And surely momentum is with them now. Incredible.
Well, here's the replay, and it's great anticipation.
Love little Travella from Eze, innit? Little 1-2 with the post. Gets a goal and an assist for that.
Really alert in the box and finishes it off well.
And away we go again at 2-1.
Yeah, see if you want to stand around with the ball now, pal. Now there's only one goal.
Antonio Rudiger.
Let's see if you still got the stones to just pretend like you're too good for the game.
Win the game. De Bruyne. Royce. Stones. Shaw. Eze. Now with Foden. And
Come on now,
EA. Possession.
The player that was aimed to, it went to, and it literally would not let me collect the ball.
On score at least, second best.
Well, they've just got to keep working till the final whistle and hope it falls for them. Defensively, I'm sure they'll be disappointed, but if they can rescue something from this game, it'll be a positive to take forward.
A good advantage played by the ref.
Mate, I'm genuinely like confused here. I played it in one inside there. What is like? It's gone to him. Like, what has happened there? What's up, Mackenzie? How you doing? Nenad, I haven't seen any news on FC24 and FC25, mate. What's the news? What the fuck, EA? Oh. Imagine being that guy against my team in Rivals.
Well, the fans are
I suppose
doing
like
their bit,
it is
really
people trying to get their
pushing the
wins
team
in
on.
before tomorrow,
Just
isn't
need
it?
to be clinical now.
Hanchko. Hernandez. It's a challenge that's brought a whistle and a free kick.
Do we add elements like rain or snow to the gameplay? Hell no. Hell no.
Royce.
You think you want that? You don't want that.
He's beaten his marker here. Foden. Goretzka. And that's where it ends, with possession lost. So that will do it. A disappointing result, whichever...
It was a real below-par performance from them. They never really got going, did they? They certainly need to move
Why
on
is there no
quickly
snow,
and pick up
etc.?
for the
There used to
next
be. It
game.
was awful. When the ball would, like, when you'd chip a long through ball through in the snow and it would bounce 3 times as fast as normal because physics, you'd hate it. When it was raining and you'd put a ping pass on and it only goes half the distance that you thought it would go because the water is slowing it down, you'd have to learn the game and how to play it in every single weather scenario, and you would fucking hate it.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EA
we're up against a
TV.
guest this time.
My name's Guy Mowbray. I'm joined by
The
Sue
last
Smith
game
in
for the
commentary
daily play.
position, and we've got
Here
action
we go.
from division rivals coming right up. How do you see this one going then, Sue?
Thanks, Guy. Well,
Been
both managers
updated.
will be reminding the players that it's important to get off to a quick start, really attack the opposition and put them on the back foot from the off. Hopefully we'll get a good game.
Here's the lineup for Arsenal. Nick Pope is the goalkeeper. Kyle Walker plays with Luke Shaw in the fullback positions, and they'll play with a lone striker up front.
Mate, the passing on this England team is atrocious. Fair play.
Oh, and he's left his man behind. But that's where it ends, with the ball won this time. Bowen. Great chance here.
Hey, Penrith.
It's a penalty, and they could give themselves
That was a lovely
the
little skill move
advantage
past Van
here.
Dijk, wasn't it?
And that is also going to be a yellow card.
It's a correct decision. Good officiating that. Had to be a yellow.
Let's give it to Eze for the goals.
This to strike first.
Yeah, we scored
If
those.
there were any nerves, they didn't
We
show.
scored those.
Well taken penalty. 1-0 then as we get started again. Arsenal come away with the ball. Jared Bowen. Promising looking attack building from Arsenal.
Oh, that's awful,
One
isn't it?
of those why not moments, and we've just seen why not.
Well, I'm not sure why he's gone for
Yeah,
goal
I
then,
think you
Guy.
could make
It's
a
the
great
wrong
FIFA
option.
game, could you?
No
No,
accuracy
mate.
on that whatsoever.
I have absolutely no understanding on how to build a game or code a game or make the graphics for a game
Promising looking ball. What can they do
or
from
anything,
here?
I'm afraid.
And that has been adjudged to be offside. A turnaround in
Mate, the
possession.
passing in this team is so
Excellent
bad. That was
positioning.
just for Rice there. Like, it's aimed at Rice.
Oh, nice vision in that pass. And that's nicely won to see off the threat. Jared Bowen. Now with Foden. Arsenal pushing forward with options available. Well, it looked promising,
Don't
but
have
only
it.
up to a point. Jorginho Rutter.
Yeah, I can't lie, guys. I'm not impressed with this Manu card. I thought he'd be very good.
Has
And he's
to
been
be.
absolutely
Oh,
stinky.
wonderful stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he didn't have long to react, but you have to praise his reflexes.
It's put into the middle. And away it goes. Sloppy in possession from Arsenal.
Just to let you know, the club shop is open after today's game.
Omare Sawa. They found a way through. What a chance here. Oh, superb save. He's done so well to keep that out. Jared Bowen. Oh, yes, please. There aren't many who'd even try that. Cafu. Omare Sawa. Good work from Arsenal to win it back.
How does that pass not connect here? Just don't understand.
Pushing forward with options available now. Picks out a teammate. Great defending. Well read to gain possession.
Well, the visitors have dominated
Took you 2 games to drop
over the
mine.
past 15 minutes.
It's a shame. I thought he was going to be like a big upgrade for this England team.
You wonder if someone will take
And he's
the
honestly
game by
playing
the
like his
scruff
bronze
of the
card.
neck and find the special goal to equalise.
He's actually just like ghosting. Do you know what I mean? He's like just not anywhere.
And it's on now. In it goes. Level once again. What a game this is turning out to be.
I can't. All 3 games I've played today just cannot make passes. Like simple passes. Obviously, like if I'm trying like a what, like I'm trying like a wild pass.
They've given it away here.
Makes sense if it doesn't connect. But I'm literally just trying to put passes on players' feet like 5-10 yards away from me,
Ruta.
and I can't do it.
And the ball's still alive here. Promising looking ball. Garincha. Onto Van Dijk. Moving forward under no real pressure. Picked out nicely. For the lead here. No better sight for a player than an open goal in front of them.
And now they want
Easy.
to celebrate. Okie dokie.
Well, we can see it here again. I'm not sure he'll have a simpler finish all season. Defensively, not good enough to allow that to happen, but he won't care about that.
Struggling to keep the ball there. Trying to spark the attack further into life here. Already leading by 1. Can they press home their advantage from this corner?
Wait, Rena, are you advocating for real injuries in FC24? So if a player gets injured in a game, they can't play the next one. I don't know if that's serious or a troll. Because you know how many people would actually enjoy that?
Cafu's tackle is
None.
a good one.
Oh, there you go. There's the Aaron 23 that I thought was the to you, Aaron. I guess you've just made either that's your other account or you've made another new account. You wasn't explaining your point of view. You was being a toxic piece of shit. And you've obviously also just learned what echo chamber means today. Because this place is not an echo chamber. Because if it was, you wouldn't be contesting my point of view, would you? Is that a new account, Julie? That one there? Is there going to be an Evo today? Probably not. Not on a Wednesday. Another new account. So we'll give you the one opportunity. These are basic concepts. And yet, it is your first day learning them. So feel free to explain your point of view as you want, if that's your command here, if that's your wish, if that's what you feel like you wasn't given the opportunity to do after being unnecessarily toxic for literally no reason. If you need to explain the point of view for that, feel free. We're all eagerly waiting for your point of view. Wow,
Must be. And it looked as though the chance was on, but they've lost it. Arsenal moving the ball forward with real purpose. Genuine chance. And it's in. The goal to get us back to level pegging.
Well, this is a brilliant team goal. Just watch the movement off the ball, pulling the defenders all over.
Well, you're going to have to wait. I'm like recording and streaming in the game. Aaron is 23 accounts deep and no closer to win. Like I said, like his name is like, I recognize his name, which is the wildest thing because it means that he's been banned on other accounts. And quite often like people come in the chat that are regulars and I'll immediately have like a connotation as to how I feel about them as soon as I see their name. And sometimes I'm wrong about it genuinely. Like yesterday, for example, I like every time I see Anthony Gamer's name, who's actually subbed again today for 6 months now, I always thought he was somebody that was like, I had a debate with about scripting, handicap and momentum, and he's a firm believer of it. But he's not. He believes in like pack, like pay to win and things like that. And so I'm not always right about like my opinion in it or whatever.
Bit sloppy in possession.
But on this occasion, the Aaron guy, I have like a fond memory of his comments in the chat. I view him as like a positive community member, not as a negative one. And so for him to come in here today with all this literal diatribe, it's just really, really surprising. I'm like, where has it come from? And the way that he's using words and concepts, where I feel like he's like misusing the word or the concept, makes me feel like he's had like his first uni course today in like God knows, but he's learned words for the first time. Look, he's just learned words today for the first time in his life and concepts today for the first time in his life. His first ethics class at uni, and it's taught him so much already that he's come here to tell us all about how ethically great he is and how unethical we are.
Well, we can see it here again, and it's pinpoint delivery into the danger zone. And then from that sort of range, he's never going to miss that, is he? It's an easy finish in the end.
That minute pass again to Declan Rice there, where I tried to hit a power shot with Rice. Didn't have much else on.
Cafu. And possession given away. And the whistle goes. Free kick awarded.
And so we've given him the floor, have we, in that, and he's decided
It's looking good. Now what comes next?
To just be silent. That's interesting. Not even interested. It's expected, because what he expected was me to lose my head instead of ask him a genuine question about what he's talking about. And when he's been questioned about what he's talking about, even after saying things like, I didn't have the chops to explain my opinion, instead of explaining his opinion, he went silent, because he's sitting there thinking to himself, fuck me, I actually don't know what I was talking about.
Sure.
Well, you can tell the crowd sensed something here. It's getting late, but they're really pushing the team on now.
Well, he's lost the ball, and any chance has gone. Edging ever closer to goal here. And that's nicely won to see off the threat. Well, Jeff Shreves is pitch side for us and has an
After how difficult this has been in these games
Down
here,
it
we're
looks as though
definitely
he
doing
landed
tactics
actually
after
on
this
top
one.
of his elbow. That's why he's in so much discomfort, and that's why, of course, the bench are so concerned.
Cheers, Jeff. Zico.
Get something I'm familiar with rather than just standard 4-3-3.
Paolo Maldini.
We'll probably end up banning him anyway.
Ruta.
Yeah, but I mean, like deservedly though, right? And again, he's just giving that spiel of you don't even let people talk, you just ban them without explaining themselves or whatever. But he had ample opportunity to explain himself. In any case, he came in here and was massively toxic for no reason. So there was not even a reason, there wasn't even a necessity for him to have the ability to explain his point of view, because the ball was in his court in the first instance. He could literally have just explained his point of view in the first message that he sent rather than being toxic. See that? That's another pass there that's just like gone waywards again.
They need to find a way to that late leveller, and this could be it. Oh, good strike! And against the post. There's a chance for them to go now. Eusebio pushing nicely upfield here.
Manu has a Sancho finesses, does he?
Might be the moment to win the game once and for all.
Have him as the guy that comes into the box as the extra man.
And it's a short one. Possession lost just at the point of something happening. And he's got that one away. Walker. Eberechi Eze. Walker.
Went offside, didn't he? Bowen. Come off it, brother. Dumb, man. That's dumb.
So that will do it. A disappointing result, whichever way you slice it. Sue, your thoughts on that performance?
Yeah, certainly not the best performance, was it? Just a little off the pace for me. Obviously a disappointing result, but
and
the
then
key thing is that they bounce back now,
surprise.
is they can't afford a repeat next time out.
He didn't have anything to say when he had the chance to say something. match loss. Fortunately, we hit that checkpoint just before we took the losses, which is nice. That is the... yo, Starrick, thanks for the 12 months, man. And Monty Moore, thanks for the 2 months, brother. That is the daily stuff done. Oh, we've got a level 27 pack as well, 85x2, nice. And the daily play done, which is what I mostly needed to do anyway. One more day of daily play for that team of the season pack. And now in terms of evolutions here, we've still got to do a bit on Eze. Need 3 wins. And then this and this. We've got 4 days for that. Still need to do stones, but that's not even a major upgrade. 1 dribbling, 1 passing, 1 physical, 1 shooting, 1 pace. And then for the Evos that we need to pay for, I'm at 50k give or take right now. We've got 4 days to get the 50k to get Box Midfielder Plus, which will be for Foden. We've got another week after that to get the 100k for Bowen here, but that's not even a priority because of how long we got on that, how good Bowen is already. And then we've got 18 days to get the 100k to get Palmer up to the 93. And honestly, with the champs around the corner for the one that we want to play for, this team better be good enough to carry us to 11 wins, I tell you what. I tell you what. Maybe take coins from rivals. No, it's still better taking the tradable packs, really. Because if you pack something of value, even if it's just like a throwaway team of the season, it's going to be worth more than taking the coins. Yeah, I think the tradable team of the week refreshes today. So that'll be another like 30k coins. Why didn't you buy Special Pope? Yeah, I didn't. I just haven't yet. Another England RTG in there. Josh, I don't know if it's full episode worthy, but it might be. Tin Can, thanks for the 4 months, brother. I absolutely hate this. It says I've completed 22 objectives and there's only only 3 there. All of the draft packs to get rid of. Da, 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 da. Yours says you have 100 objectives. Jesus. Can't wait to pack some morning in the guaranteed pack tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a bad one. I might not even do a share play video on it, guys. You know, we had so many of them yesterday, and they were so awful. Team of the season's dragging a little bit, innit? Max Channel's doing awesome at the moment. Is that actually Vibes? Yeah. With the define awesome to me, because for me, awesome is 100k plus the video. Now, granted, I haven't looked at it for a while. I was genuinely impressed with the draft views, though. They're like 40 to 50k a video. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's like the most popular channel at the moment. Holy shit. Would still do it if you got the energy. Oh, fair enough. You're the boss, apparently. It's like 30 to 40k a video. Damn. That's all right. 50k from doing champs. Obviously, we'll have Rivals rewards on Thursday, but that might actually be a very late reward video because I'm out Thursday. Same on champs rewards. That might be a late one Saturday or maybe even Sunday because I'm out Saturday. Viper's close with people if either views don't pick up. Mate, I'm close to it. Oh, man. Oh, we'll still throw them off even if they're late. Well, who even knows what late is? It has been good, has it? I dare not check anymore. I just hope that the bills get paid through every end of every month, mate. That's what I do now. Don't even look at the accounts anymore. might be a massive debt. I was hopeful that they go through. If they do, I'm like, oof, another month. Damn, I'm really, really disappointed, guys, that Aaron23 didn't speak his mind after he was given the floor to. I was interested to see what he had to say. He got trapped in his he got trapped in his own echo chamber. All right, Ducky Pal. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm always getting 11 wins. I'm normally equal form. Then keep matching rank 1 demons. Either ELO doesn't exist or it's incredibly loose. Or you don't really match rank 1 demons. Or also, a rank 1 player can be on, well, will be on 0 form, 1 form, 2 form, 3 form, 4 form. Like, they'll go up through the runs. So in theory, you probably couldn't match. You could probably match like anywhere around 12 to 15 pro players in a weekend if like you just had the literal worst luck. The guy, yeah, but the guy is one guy opposed to rank 1 demons, which implies multiple people. It's like for example, there was a guy in the chat last night that put the fact that he's 0 and 5 and all he keeps playing is rank 1 players. And then no word of I, literally 3 minutes later, he said that he's 0 and 7 and that he's just lost to 2 more rank 1 players. And it's like, how have you managed to match up, play against, lose 2 games in 3 minutes against rank 1 players and ask them what rank they are and get the response back? That's why you don't quit games. I don't know why quitting games would be important to it, but like, and again, I know people don't want to hear this, right? But the genuine truth is that if you can't get 11 and 9 and you're pinning that on because you matched a rank 1 person, you are like sadly just genuinely need to improve at the game, because it's your skill overall that's the problem, not that one occasion where you took an L to a high ranked player that you shouldn't have matched against. And that does happen. I know people do match against players that they shouldn't match against. The matchmaking system is dumb, but the truth is you just got to improve for the game. What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another FC24 video. It is 6 p.m. It is Wednesday, and we're talking today about matchmaking. How has your experience been with matchmaking throughout Team of the Season in champs, rivals, and qualifiers? I would say squad battles, but we know the AI cheats in squad battles, so it's not even worth talking about. Let me know what your experience has been with matchmaking. I'd be interested to see down below. We have got Team of the Season plus Bakayoko from PSV. He has had a cracking season, to be fair. That looks like a good card off the jump. 4-star, 4-star, whip pass plus, Travella plus, and first touch plus. Great pace, very good shooting, good dribbling, really good defending for a winger. Great physicals other than aggression. Not the best passing, but good crossing. Very good play styles. Technical, rapid, quick step, relentless, Travella first touch and whip pass plus, trickster, incisive pass, and finesse shot. For an objective card, especially one that's got plus chemistry, that's actually a pretty legit card. He would actually work in, I would say he would work in centre mid. He might, with like a dead eye, work in centre mid. What do we need to do to get him? Score 2 goals with a finesse shot, assist 3 goals with a cross, score an assist using a Belgian player in 2 games, and win 5 games with 2 Belgian players in your starting 11. Nice and easy to complete him. We don't mind that, EA. Thank you very much. Nothing in seasonal, nothing in milestones. Do we have a new evolution today? Probably not, but let's double check. The Champions Corner 2. There is no new evolution either. Excuse me. Insert coin sponsor. Use code NEP at checkout for 6% off. U7buy.com. And with that, guys, let's have a look at the SBCs for today. Do we have a new player outside of the objective card? I've got to do these. I know I say every time I log in, but I've really got to do those just in case. We have got Goodmanson from yesterday. We've got Sofia Huerta. The good news is she's got plus chemistry. 4-star, 4-star. Just 4-star, 5-star. High, 5'6", can play cam, right wing, and right back, and right wing back, which is quite interesting. Good pace, good dribbling, good defending, good physicals, good passing, good shooting, great play styles, relentless plus, intercept plus, whip pass plus, long ball, ping pass, incisive, jockey, technical and rapid with first touch. I tell you what, as a cam, I think she could be absolutely insane. I think she could actually be insane. And with plus chemistry, it's very, very good. I wouldn't play her at right back. An 83 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. We have also got nothing new there. The Syria TOTS upgrade, which requires an 86 with a team of the week or a champs player. I don't know if I have the fodder for this. I don't know if I have the fodder. It's 603. Thanks, man. Yeah, I do not have the fodder. Wait, surely that's not... Oh, I was gonna say like, where did I run out of 83s and 84s? I'd have been perplexed. No, she cannot be insane. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, if you just want to have the attitude of looking at a card and immediately presuming that they will be terrible in game, then fair enough. You 100% still run Player of the Month Mbappe and Eusebio, right? But there are a lot of people out there, including myself, that have found some cards to be absolutely phenomenal unexpectedly. And I think that she's got a lot of the properties that make a card absolutely exceptional. For example, for a centre attacking midfielder to have Intercept Plus, right, is really, really, really good. Because centre attacking midfielders do not normally have Intercept Plus. And so if you defend from the front like a lot of top players do, not saying me, not at all, but I know a lot of top players do, Intercept Plus on midfielders and forwards is becoming a monster SBC. And so, yeah, let's get rid of all this crap here. And so there's the fact that she's got really good passing play styles outside of that, the fact that she's got whip pass, the fact that she's got a few other really, really good, as I say, really good properties, for me personally, makes it a card that could be interesting to try, especially at that price. You know, the price point is an 83 rated squad with a team of the week or a team of the season. I don't think there's a problem with it. I don't think there's a problem with it. You didn't give Rodman SBC a chance at all. I didn't. I said I would not like Rodman, but I guarantee you I would have said I can see why people would have liked her, because I've talked about how I know her gold card was massively overpowered and people loved it. So let's not pretend that I didn't give Rodman some kudos. I just said it's not the sort of card that I would enjoy using. Let's not go out of our way and put words into my mouth that I didn't use. And one of the things as well when it comes to someone like this new SBC versus someone like Rodman is price point, right? When we're talking about an 83 rated squad with Sommer in it, obviously, an 83 rated squad with an inform or a team of the season, which are so easy to come by, the informs, the team of the seasons, and the 83 rated squads, and then we talk about whatever price point Rodman is or was, and we can compare as well. We've got Sofia Huerta. I mean, listen, you can't go wrong for this price. Like I say, Relentless Plus is a key playstyle plus. Intercept Plus for a cam is a key playstyle plus. She's got Technical, which is banging. Ping Pass and Long Ball Pass regular versions, which is insane. I personally don't think Incisive Pass is a good playstyle plus. I know some people like it. I don't like it. She's got Rapid and Technical combination, which is great. She's got First Touch. The playstyles on this card are very, very, very good, right? She's got good defending. So again, if you use her at cam, she's got Intercept Plus and good defending. 94 stam, which is great. Good dribbling, good pace, and good passing. I pop an engine on her. That is very good dribbling, very good pace, and very good passing for a cam with very good playstyles. For a card that's going to cost you an inform and a 83 rated squad that also has plus chemistry, this is a card that is absolutely worth trying, right? Because it has a lot of good possibilities. Now, she might play terrible in game. And it's possible as well. Here we go to the Evo Lab. I don't know if it's I don't know how quickly the Evo Lab updates for us to actually see. There you go. She also fits into the Team of the Season Plus. And so you can get her up to a 93 rated if you've still got a Team of the Season Plus, which you probably haven't. I don't know anybody that would have, which then takes this card to an even higher level. Does it give her a playstyle? No, no playstyle boost, just a stat boost, which gives her exceptional passing, exceptional dribbling, exceptional pace, very good physicals, very good defending, and very good shooting. If you've still got it, this card all of a sudden is really, really good. Now, comparing her to Rodman, let's go Huerta first, and then Rodman. Trinity Rodman's SBC costs nearly 500,000 coins worth of fodder. That is where, for me, I'm like, I'm not about this one personally. I didn't, fair enough if you like this sort of card. As I said, I know her gold card was super overpowered. I remember A9 Skills going 20-0, like deep into the FIFA cycle, still using her gold card. But this card is mad expensive. And what has it got better? A lot more shooting and a lot more pace, 5-star skill moves, less passing, similar dribbling, a lot more physical, way less defending, which obviously for an attacking player isn't the be-all and end-all. But when you look at the price points, does it warrant that much price? Finesse Plus and Flair. Yeah, Finesse Plus and Flair is definitely very good as well. But there are Finesse Plus Flair players out there that are dirt cheap, that also have 5-star skill moves, like Jadon Sancho, right? So he's also got more dribbling, more passing, less shooting. Okay, fair enough. Still got the 5-star, 4-star, Finesse Plus and Flair Plus. So anything that Rodman does have, you can find on somebody else for cheaper. And again, I am not saying that Rodman will not be good in game. And I don't even think I said back in the Rodman 6 p.m. content piece that we did that she will be bad in game. What I'm saying is I think for the card here, it's massively overpriced. When you've got players like Giroud, who's 5-star, 4-star, with way more shooting, more passing, same dribbling, more physical, a little less pace. For me personally, the card was just too expensive. Now, if we come back into today's content, because of course those cards don't matter, and we look at this Huerta, I personally think that this is a decent SBC if you like trying new players. If you don't like trying new players and you want to stay with like the status quo and you're really happy with your team, fair enough. Like, it's not genuinely, like, I'm not telling people they have to put this card into their team, not by a long shot. I just think with the play styles that she's got, the stats that she's got, the fact that she can be evoed once, the positions that she's got, which is pretty cool, and the price that she's coming in at, I genuinely think is a good card. I think it's a good card. So yeah, like it's not a slight or a positive to other cards that have had SBCs. We're talking about this card in this moment, and I think this SBC is decent. I do. And again, if you don't, that is absolutely fine. You don't have to do this SBC. I will do this SBC for an 83 rated squad and an inform to get a 92 rated card. At the worst case is you are upgrading fodder, right? Worst case. So there, like, that in itself will just be worth it, right? If you've got a whole bunch of 83 rated cards and you can just go and get one inform from the player pick, you can get a 92 rated card for an SBC that you want to put it into. So even for fodder related reasons, this is still a win of an SBC, right? In terms of evolutions, there's nothing that sad. In terms of objectives, we have got... Wait, is that new? Oh, it's the Mystery Nation, isn't it? I don't know what it is. I like this Bakayoko as well. I think this card's very good. I think for an objective card, specifically, this card's very good. It's a bit low on reactions, but I think maybe a marksman on him. That's a good card, man. His passing's not the best. I might play him at striker rather than the wing, but he doesn't really have shooting. Oh, he has finesse shot, I suppose. Could put an engine on him. Gives him great crossing, very good vision, very good curve, good short pass, long pass, great pace, and very good dribbling other than reactions. And again, for a midfielder to have good defensive properties is good. It's really good. I really like that card. Again, for an objective card, Trivela and Whip Pass Plus are banging playstyle pluses. He's got relentless, quick step, rapid, and technical all together, which is insane. He will feel so fast. And another one that's got plus chemistry, which is really, really good. So I like him as well. And then the Serie A Tots SBC, listen, it's probably not worth it. You're probably going to get a pile of crap that you don't want. But we're all going to do it anyway, just in case we're the lucky one that gets... who actually is available right now that's quite expensive? I can't believe the price of this team. I genuinely can't believe the price of some of these players. Floor price, floor price, floor price. 48k, floor price, floor price. 56k. Berardi 140k is... Look, this again is what I mean with like, for example, that Rodman SBC. This is 150k. And he's insane. Kvaratskhelia is 235k. And he's insane. Ferguson is 30k. DeMarco is only 91k and is insane. Pellegrini's 30k is insane. Even forget these cheap cards. Rafael Leao is only 2.1 million. What changed between the La Liga tots, where Vinny J is still, I believe, 8 million coins, 4.5 million for Vinny J. Why is Rafael Leao? Maybe he doesn't have 5-star skin moves, and that's why. But why is Rafael Leao only 2 million? Why is Dybala only 1.6 million when he has got a literally ridiculous card? This card is so good, and obviously one that you can get out of the pack. How is it? And when I say so cheap, I know 1.6, 1.7 million coins is a lot of coins, but comparative to so many other cards that are not as good as this, that are so expensive, how is he so cheap? Hernandez at 2.3 mil. What's his team of the year card at? 1.2 mil now. Jesus Christ. Martinez at 1.6 mil. Bastoni, he's probably the most surprising price. 1.1 million for a centre back. An Italian centre back is crazy. But compared to the actual pack that we're going to be getting, this Serie A pack that we're going to be opening, there are a few dubs. Hernandez, Martinez, Bastoni, Dybala, Giroud, Leao. There's a few you wouldn't mind them. Barella, Alhanoglu, Pulisic, Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, and Berardi. And then about similar amount of just dud picks. And I think this is what we're going to see the most of, including Rabiot. I think we're literally going to see a lot of Rabios, Vlahovic, Di Lorenzos, Benaceres, Calafioris, and Smallings. I think that's all we're going to get. Let's see what Footbin thinks. I know that they're going to downvote this SBC. This is about 50-50. Yeah, this is massively downvoted. And again, I kind of get why people downvote it. But also, I think this is a cool card with plus chemistry and is cheap. And at worst case scenario, you can put an 83 rated squad in to complete this, to put into the Serie A Tots in the SBC that you need the team of the season in, which is the 86 rated squad. And then it will require only putting in 83s and 84s for the rest of it. Just brings the price of this way, way, way down. So if that's what you're going to do with her, brilliant. If somebody does actually play games with her, do you know what's funny actually? Similar to Goodmanson yesterday, or the day before potentially, I thought he was a cracking card and a cracking SBC, and the community just hates it. It's very weird how I see value, and it might be because I play with cards like this a lot more throughout the year because we're on the road to glories. But I see so much value in cards like this that have these good stats at this price. And I find it hard to warrant picking up cards that are 2 million coins that I don't think would have much more value than a card like this. I'm not saying that they won't have more value than a card like this. I just don't think they have the equivalency in terms of cost or price from a card like that. And so it's always weird when cards like this come out and I'm always pro them and the community's always anti them. Because I think that if people adopted my style of playing the game more, that they would genuinely enjoy playing the game more. Anyway, if you do play with the new Huerta card, let me know where you've used her and how she played in game. And if she is just trash, I'll have an apology video for tomorrow. But for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, guys? And I've never really thought of it until I just kind of explained it to myself there. But I do think that those of us that run Road to Glories and use that type of card regularly because we kind of had to, or because we choose to through the specific RTG that we're running, I think you start to learn and appreciate how much more you get out of cards like that for the price that they come in at, compared to, you know, a massive like on the Arsenal Evo RTG. Even though the requirement wasn't to solely play with Arsenal players at the start, I still didn't do the Mbappe or the Eusebio SBCs because I couldn't bring myself to put that much fodder into a card that I didn't think gave me much more than the cards I already had. HB, thanks for the 8 months, brother. Carter, thanks for the 3 months, man. Yeah, I'll be doing share plays, brother, yeah. Give me two secs to set up here. Aaron guy came back onto Twitch, did he? Brother, when you make another account, because you're quite clearly obsessed, instead of being toxic and instead of deflecting, just explain your point of view in your very first message. Just explain your point of view, and that's all we're looking for. That's all we need, right? We didn't even ban him on YouTube, I don't think. I certainly didn't. So if you didn't either, Julie, nobody would have done, which means he's lying. What he said, Aaron24 here, the fact that you take issue with words is hilarious. I didn't take any issue with words. I literally just asked him what he meant, right? He went on to say, but besides the point, not telling your viewers you've banned me on YouTube is creating a false narrative that is favorable to your misleading image. What? So, first of all, he didn't get banned on YouTube. He's literally lying, right? Second of all, what narrative is me banning you and not saying? What narrative is that showing that makes a misleading image? He literally is like lost the fucking plot, hasn't he? He's genuinely lost the absolute marbles. He is. I promise you, man. He has had his first ethics class today at uni or college, and something's changed in him to the point where he's like, I'm going to use all these big words that I learned today, but I don't know what the hell they mean, so I'm just going to say them in a row and hope that it makes sense. Reefman, thanks for the 3 months, man. Carter, thanks for the 3 months, brother. Forza Chris, thanks for the 5 months, man. Why is it not charging? Is it charging? It is charging. Usually the bar like goes up when it charges, doesn't it? What am I talking about? A guy that we've had on stream about 4 times today that is literally just chatting bollocks, and every time he gets questioned about his bollocks, either deflects or just disappears, and then comes back 20 minutes later on a different account pretending that he's been banned from the other account and that's why he couldn't respond. So we as we've said already one time, Aaron, we will still give you the floor because everybody's invested. Even the new people that came for the 6 p.m. content now are so invested, right? And we all want to know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not wrong, I'm invested. Me too, heavily actually. Right. When mine does that, doesn't charge. Yeah, the bar is actually there this time. It's like flashing this time, so that's very nice. My EA Play subscription is ending soon. Thank God for that. All right. Kieran, if you wouldn't mind letting me do the intro before you open your pack as well, would it be appreciated? Nell seems rattled, lol. What? Mate, if you listen to me say everything I just said and came away with I seem rattled, I'd love to be in your headspace. What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another FC24 video. EA have released the Serie A Tots Guaranteed pack that requires an 85 rated squad and an 86 rated squad and a team of the season needed. It is quite expensive given the fact that the Serie A Tots in general seems to be extremely cheaper, like in terms of like pound per card, than any of the other Tots. You know, even some of the best cards are very, very reasonably priced given how this game cycle has been with some of the top tier cards being extinct for so long and such. And so the fact that this SBC price is still quite high is a bit disappointing, but hopefully EA have put unintended rewards in the pack to kind of negate that price versus value situation. And we're going to find out. Of course, if you're enjoying the content and you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, it would be very much appreciated. And if you want to let me know who you got down below, not what you want, but the flag's a big plus. Hey, if you let me know what you got down below, it would be very much appreciated. We've also got the 83x7 SA NWSL pack here. No blue in that. Let's move on. Summer Simulator. It might be. It might be. Packs are? Wait, my guy's opening a bronze pack. Wait, what pack was that? An 83x7. What do we got? Here we go. It's cold out here. It's another summer. It's literally another summer for this guy. That's really unlucky. Unlucky White Lucio Pout. Yeah, intended rewards are here, that's for sure. Yeah, 2 for 2 for Sommers is pretty poor. Right, this guy's got some 84 plus player picks. We're going to get a better team of the season out of one of these than we have out of the Serie A Tots packs. We get Kobel, Rashford. Oh dear. Bad, isn't it? That is bad. No new objective again. How are we supposed to complete FS? There was an objective today. And what's FS that you're trying to complete? We got an Italian centre back. It's Calafiori, unfortunately. It's the bait centre back. It's the bait centre back. It's not the one that you want. Up. You got Berardi. Not bad. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing this. For me. I think an 85 and an 86 rated squad, I'd rather put it into like the exchange, to be honest, or to like, wow, 3 from 4 for Sommer. Mate, people aren't even interested. It's another duplicate Sommer. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Man, if we get 8 Sommers out of the first 10 packs, I'm literally ending it there. I'm literally ending it there. Trent in that player pick. Modric in that player pick. And the guard in that player pick. The guard. 6th time you hit Benacer this week. Is it going to be Sommer? Oh, we've got an 84x7. This is going to have a better blue than the other one in. Oh, no, no. Oh, wait, English striker. Oh, it's Harry Kane. Harry Kane and... I don't even know who that is. Stefan. Damn. Another Swiss team of the season. EA are just rubbing it in now, aren't they? They're just rubbing it in. You got lucky because you got Barella. Is Barella even lucky? Serie A Tots guarantee. Show it to me, EA. Hey! It's actually a good one. Another Hakan. Well, the first one for us, but you in the chat have got him. A Hakan Calhanoglu. He looks so good. I really like that card. I'm a big fan of that one. GG's AK Savage. Oh, it's a duplicate. Never mind. Just kidding. It was good until it wasn't. There you go. There you go. It was good until it wasn't. All right, next up. Basher. He's a bit clunky in game. You're a bit clunky in game. Damn, they were terrible player picks. Here we go. Syria Tots Guarantee. Hey, it's a Sommer. This is bad, isn't it? At least it's not a duplicate Sommer, I suppose. Some things are better than others. Right, another one. Go on, just hit us with that plus flag again. Scotland is Ferguson. Again, a card that I just can't believe how cheap he is. Ping pass plus, long ball pass plus, and anticipate plus. With those 6 stats. And he's 30k. It's mad. It's mad. Lol. Aaron, you genuinely have got like actual problems upstairs. Like, and I mean this sincerely, just go and seek help. Like, genuinely go and seek help. Because you're obviously in like a real bad space right now. And you're trying to use me in some weird way. And it's unhealthy, brother. It's unhealthy. Right, we've got another Ferguson here. Sommer SBC. Well, Sommer and Ferguson, it seems like. Is this a YouTube chat? No. You just saw, like, he's messaged me on PSN saying that this is the only, like, I've banned him everywhere else. This is his last resort. It's weird. It's weird. Right, Italian. Right mid. Berardi. See, I don't mind Berardi. I think that's a really, really good card. Relentless plus, power shot plus. I do also like having a set piece plus on one player in a team. I think is valuable, especially if you've got an aerial plus centre back for corners. I think it's good, and I think Berardi's a sick pickup. His stats are insane. Have a nice. Unbelievable passion from him. It is. Right, Syria Tots. Kvaratskhelia. Nice. All right, we've actually been... It's only the moments ones we're getting nice with. But we've been nice 2 in a row now. 99 pace, 5-star, 5-star, 96 dribbling. Mate, imagine him in like FIFA 22. He'd literally be like 15 million coins extinct. He's not even that bad. Not even that bad. Not even that bad. He's very good. There. Aaron has Relentless Plus. He does. All right. 2 Serie A Tots guaranteed packs here. Glitched the Matrix. Okay. Di Lorenzo. Not bad. Not bad. Again, like, not the worst anyway. He's like 50k instead of 20k. And then number 2. Brasil, centre-back, is going to be Bremer, who I used in draft today, and I thought was genuinely exceptional. Oh, he's already got him. Never mind. Either way, I thought he was genuinely exceptional. I thought he was very, very, very good. I was like incredibly impressed. I couldn't believe how good he felt. Still on sticks. Here we go. Do you know, like Mansfield, you say especially for 50k, right? I wish, excuse me, sorry. I wish for people that would say, for example, that Huerta SBC is bad, right? I wish that I could kind of like have them play the game with her for 5 games. And then have them play the game with, like, let's say, the Rodman for 5 games, but not know who is who and not know which one is worth more, and just play 5 games with each of the players and then ask them, how much value would you attribute to each of the players? Not which one do you think worth more, because it's not about like validating that one is worth more, but how much value would you attribute to, you know, the 2 players? And I think what you'd end up finding is like you'll end, and this is why kind of what I was saying about how, like, I personally find it really hard to engage in expensive SBCs because it is literally diminishing returns, right? You can get almost the same. Not the same, but sometimes the same and sometimes more, actually. But on average... Wait. Oh, it's Italian. Never mind. On average, you can get... Oh, Pellegrini. I mean, Pellegrini's banging. You can get almost the same out of like a 10 or 20k or 30k player as you can out of a 500,000 SBC or a 500,000 coin player. And I would love to know what people felt about the players if they didn't know what price point was attached to them. Because like I say, for me, playing in draft is one of the best things to actually find players. And it's something I used to do a lot, actually, which I didn't do so much these days. But playing in draft is one of the things that I used to do where I would find gems of players. And like I say, for today, I played with Bremer, and he was so good. I did not know how much he was. The fact that he's only 50k is mind-blowing because I don't know what more you can get out of a card that's 1 million coins instead of Bremer at 50k. Like, I genuinely don't know what more you can get. And that's coming off the back of me actually having played with like massively expensive centre-backs and stuff as well. And it's like, I would love for people to just have that ability to kind of play without the preconceived like knowledge or the preconceived like idea of what a player should or shouldn't play like based on their price. I think it'd be interesting. Argentina, centre back from Benfica. Oh, Tamendi. Every now and then there's an expensive SBC which is worth doing, which I think, such as Havertz, but that's only because I'm an Arsenal fan. I enjoy him. Most cards are very similar. Havertz was worth it because of like a whole bunch of other things. At the time, he was a player way better than other players in the game. He was 4-star, 5-star. He was upgradable and evoable. And he was one of the first TOTS live cards, right? So he was very good. Boss noticed me. Oh, Pulisic. That's a solid pull. You got to figure it out yourself, Viper. You got to figure it out yourself, brother. You're in the driving seat, man. You're the boss. You're the boss. Pulisic is the best we've got so far. That's really good. How much is a Lookman card? See, now Lookman is very, very, very good value. Ooh, Argentina again. Strike. Wait, Roma. Inter. Oh, it's actually got Martinez. Well, there you go. Wait, did this guy just get Pulisic and Martinez? How do people do that? Mate, that is such a banging card. Finesse shot plus and flair plus on a 5-star. Excuse me. That's insane. GG, Smithy, pal. GG's. Intended. Yeah, that's definitely not intended, is it? That is unintended rewards. How can you tell you're up against rank 1 players or even pro? Just with the way they play. Rank 1 players or like high-level players, elite players and such, they tend to do a lot of the same things constantly and very well. And so once you come up against somebody that does those things, and this year it's player locking, step over speed boost, which I think is becoming more common, well, way more common to not even being, if you're there, Cormac, just send another invite, brother, to not even being just rank 1. I just think skilled players do that. But also like the, you know that the new skill move that you got, if you hold left bumper, right bumper, or L1, R1 and flick the right analog stick to like, you like shift the body position, I don't know what it's called, using that to change the angle to get a quick pass halfway through. I think that is like an elite skill move, or an elite thing to do that creates space that low skilled players will just never ever do. As interesting as it may seem as well, but passing across the box and pinged passing as well. Yeah, the directional nutmeg, that one. Yeah, that one. Pellegrini. Wow. That's a good pack, isn't it? Yeah, the directional nutmeg, use it. Wow, duplicates. The directional nutmeg to help pass the ball is insane. People doing there's a few other bits that players do. Yeah, using ping passes is one of those biggest things. And doing like La Croqueta cancel for passes as well. The ball roll scoop, I think, is a great skill that people use, but I also think lower skilled players use it. The same as step over exit as well. I think it's a great skill. I think it is a skill that like high ranking players do use. But I also think it's a skill that lower rank players do. The power shot cancel and the shot cancel are definitely high skill player moves. And that is about it. And you know, because like maybe people would like associate the 4-3-2-1 with highly skilled players. I don't think so anymore. I think it's become far too common. And it's gone through like social media and stuff so much that everybody uses the 4-3-2-1 now, you know. So that's another Pellegrini with Williams there. Damn, that Pellegrini seems quite common, doesn't he? Four, 3-2-1 should be the default formation when you create a squad. It's so common this year. Yeah, genuinely. Directional runs too. I don't even see high ranked players use directional runs. I don't think you need to anymore. I don't think you need to use directional runs anymore. They can be they can be like really, really useful in very, very like explicit circumstances. Like if you got a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 or something, flinging somebody like just completely away to make your opponent make a decision could be quite handy. But if you're a real good player, you're probably not really ever in a position where a directional run would be more beneficial than just a triangle of passes with L1. Copping, thanks for the 16 months, man. Sweet Luke, thanks for the 9 months, brother. Mr. Stream yesterday took my wife to see that take that at Carrow Road. Ah, nice. Lovely. French, send me this first Rabiot. I thought he was going to be one of the most common. Can't lie. For him to be the first one is mad. Yeah, the kickoff glitch is quite annoying. I haven't managed to figure out how to do it yet. But again, things like the kickoff glitch are not generally things that high skill players are associated with. They're just not. Right? They might know how to do them, and they might be easy to do. But a high-skilled player wants high percentage chances. So if there's a chance that they flip a through ball over the top and your defender gets it, and they've just given up possession, they're not going to take that chance. They would rather pass the ball, build up the chance. Damn, that's a duplicate Berardi. Pass the ball again, build up the chance, and then get a good shot. Rather than a glitch to try and get the easy ball through. They just won't take it. So if you see people doing over the top chip through balls, they'd what we excuse me, they would be what I would consider like hub stompers, where they're really good against your average player, but they're not very good as soon as they come up against somebody who's half decent at the game, which is not Smart Huron. He's not good at the game. Self-confessed. Self-confessed. Do you have... Wait, Kieran, I really, really don't want to disrespect you, but I could not give a toss what division in Rivals you're in. We're just here for the packs, brother. There you go. There's your blue. There's your blue. It's Vlahovic. Maybe... Excuse me. Wow. Maybe a double walkout. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? It's very weird from him, isn't it? We open up his share play to a message that says I'm not good at the game, and then him showing us him in Division 3 Rivals. Like, what? Why? I'm confused. See, this is where you should have swapped the players around, then you can sort from new to old. With how many people in the Elite Division? Division 3 is below par. Yeah, the only people that like you'd struggle with against now in Division 1, 2, and 3 are people that either sandbagged on purpose to get easier rewards, which I don't think that there should be many of those now, because I think actually Rivals rewards are better. Is that yeah, it's Pellegrini again, isn't it? Yeah, Rivals rewards are better than sandbagging for any reward that you'd get out of the cups anymore. But similarly, the only other people that you'd come up against who might struggle are people that are just going up through the divisions on new accounts, or people that don't really play Rivals much. Like, what's up, Habes, pal? But yeah, I don't know. Who's if you're in the Elite Division right now, how many people are in the Elite Division roughly right now? And I'm not asking the chat for you all to say, yeah, me. I mean, quite literally, how many people are in the Elite Division? You can tell based on your percentile, and then like just doing the quick math. Like if you're rank 100,000th and you're at 50%, then there'll be like 200,000. There's at least 2. You aren't wrong. There are at least 2. 125k? Well, I thought it was about 150k like a week ago. I thought it would have been more now. Rabio. Over 150k, is it? It says like you're 250k-ish. And what percentage is that, Taylor? GG's on the Rabio, pal. It's 180,000. I'm top 50%. Well, yeah, 228,000 at 87%. So it looks like it's actually around. How's that then? How is Josh top 50% at 90,000th, which would indicate, oh, you're top 35%, are you, Josh? So it looks like there's around 250,000 in the Elite Division. Maybe 270,000, yeah. When you think about that, that's an insane number of people in the Elite Division. That's insane. We get our first Aussie men there. GG's, mate. Big 95 rated player. We love to see that. Big 95 rated player. Mate, 270,000 people in the Elite Division. Oh, he's got another one. Here we go. Alhanoglu. GG's, mate. Mate, that's two dubs there. How many pros have multiple accounts there? Even if it was 500, which it's probably less than, that still was like, there's still like a lot of actual people in there. Oh, damn, look at that. And it makes me wonder even more so as well, like if there's that many people in the Elite Division, how are there, like, it feels like a lot of people play this game. How do I constantly like suck at champs? Do you know what I mean? Summer bots, probably. There might be a lot of PC bots in there, yeah. Oh, wow. How unfortunate is that? 95 duplicate Aussie men. FIFA man boss. Keep up the good fight. Thanks, pal. Not all Rivals people play champs. True. Especially not now, given the fact that the Rivals rewards are so good. Wait. Why did that player come out weird? Oh, it wasn't a team of season. I thought it was a team of season pack there. I was like, wait, hold on. Was it a whole... Excuse me, guys. Off will not leave me. New champs rewards looks nice. Yeah, one of 3, 1 of 4, 1 of 5, 95 pluses. Okay, the first Kalanoglu was really, really nice. The second one was like, oh, damn, that's actually pretty legit. He's like the 5th one now. He's just obviously so common. We're probably not doing Icon Smart Hero and Brother. Just looking for the team of the season packs today, I'm afraid. I've seen that the player picks got changed, but I haven't actually seen the champs rewards properly, no. Gonna be like 5 cards under 94 rate, let's be honest. Yeah, maybe that's why they put it to the 94 plus rating. Italiano. Ooh, DiMarco for the first time. We've actually had a decent spread of cards here. We've had one of the elite cards. Yeah, one, right? Just Martinez. We've had quite a few of like the really good mid-range cards as well. Oh, did I see your champs rewards? I didn't even know you played champs, no. No, I thought you was like me. We both hadn't qualified on Monday. I thought you was dipping out, mate. My champs experience yesterday was crazy. You got Red Theo, did you? Wow. Of course you did. Of course you did. Another one. I did get Team of the Season Giroud today out of an 87 by 4, which was nice. What did I finish on? I only played to 11. I got to 8-0. Wow, that's the first summer in ages. I got to 8-0. And on the way to 8-0, I actually beat 2 rank 1 players. Can you believe? And I then went from 8-0 to 8-2. And then I was playing golden goal. So basically, if I conceded first, I would just back out. And if I scored first, I'd just play unless they scored and took the lead and then I'd quit. So I ended up just, damn man, seeing that Bellingham so brutal, isn't it? Because you get that little brief moment of excitement where you think that it's Jude Bellingham. So I ended up 11-4, I think. And then I gave away the rest of the wins. Yeah, Giroud on the Arsenal one. Yeah, unless they celebrated. And then we played on. Yeah. But it is, you got, brother, you just got to pick someone. It's honestly, it's like a 1 of 2 at that point. making simple choices the most difficult thing. Like my wife. What should we have for dinner tonight? Chicken or beef? Beef. Oh, but the chicken goes out of date tomorrow. We really need to eat that first. Fucking chicken then, obviously. Don't offer. Like that, innit? What do I want? The guy that I want or the 93 rated card? Di Lorenzo. What are the rewards? I don't know. I only know the player picks have changed. I don't know what the actual rewards are. We can take a look after these share plays. Sorry for swearing. Syria. Tots 20. All right, here we go. French centre mid. It's a Rabiot. Then you end up with beef. Yeah, you end up with beef. Oh, I thought you wanted the beef, so I made that anyway. Doesn't talk like that. Unlucky on the 84x7, brother. They're actually a bit stinky. They are a bit stinky. The next one. Jared's up next. Literally the same convos that you have every night. I don't think this one's going to connect, guys. Unlucky. Yeah. Unfortunately, Jared. I don't think this one's going to connect. Tell you what, let me go to the next one. If you're there, send the party invite again. We'll go back onto you after. Here might go. Thanks 1 2 3 4 5 7 7 7 8 9 0 1. I like your username. You opened it now. It was Kalhanoglu. Nice. As I say, I think it is actually quite common. Old Hakan. Best one is when they ask you what you want from McDonald's, for example. Ask for a large Big Mac meal, choc shake, and double cheeseburger on the side. Damn, you're one of those guys. All right, yeah. Then they show up with a regular Big Mac meal, and that's it. Like, why did you bother asking? I do love the old, like, Lauren sometimes would bring me dinner. She's like, do you want sauce? Any sauces? No, thank you. Ketchup? No, sorry, thanks. Barbecue sauce? No, thank you. Hot sauce? No, thank you. You covered all of the subsequent questions in the first question. When you said you want any sauces and I said no, that was an invitation to then list off all of the individual sauces and for me to verify that it is a no for all of the individual sauces. I already gave the collective answer to the sauces. Oh, she's watching. She might be able to hear me. Let me hold on. Can you hear me down there? In the dungeon, isn't she? I'm in chains. Chains. Deliano. Another Berardi. Lagi. Agar. Sleeping on the couch tonight? It's a nice couch, mate. I'll just sleep in the spare room anyway. Instead of on the couch. Damn. Berardi and Calhanoglu both seem very, very, very common. Right, this guy's already got... Do you know what? I thought we'd see more Fergusons. This guy's already got Berardi, DiMarco, and Calhanoglu. Calhanoglu is mid. I have him. Maybe you're mid. Maybe you're mid. Maybe excuse me. Whoa. It's just there. And it's not a cough. And it's when I'm talking normally, it's all right. I'm trying to try and project my voice a little bit. It's like, oh, hi, I'm here. Well annoying. Angolo. Oh, I know why Haber's here now. Hey, I know why you're here now. You're just waiting around for the club's call, aren't you? If I started today. Here we are again at 7 p.m. I'm like, mate, I've been grinding today. I don't know if I could do it. Go and get it looked at, mate. How do you look at a cough? Someone say clubs. Yeah, I saw you get your butthole chewed out, Safey, in the Lucy Bronze call because you never show up. You think that's the kind of person I want playing for my club? No chance. Didn't realise that's happening tonight. It's only in the title. I have the rig. Yeah, I just don't know where the wires are. I explained this right at the start of the stream because somebody asked if I was playing F1 tonight. And I have the rig. Like my desk right here used to be about 10 foot further that way. And I moved it off the wall. And where the rig was set up and where my other desk in the office was set up, I changed it all around. And do you ever do that thing where when you tidy up a room or you rearrange a room or you just have like a spring clean and you put things away in a place where in that moment you will never ever forget. You're like, oh, I'll put it here. This is a genius idea to put it here. This just makes so much sense. I'll never forget that it's here. And then 6 months later, you're looking for it and you're like, where the fuck did I put it? I don't remember. And so I've looked in all of the very obvious places that the wires for the rig should be in, and they're not in those very obvious places. And so now I'm kind of stumped a little bit. There's our Bremer. I'm kind of stumped a little bit because I don't know where I would have put them. So I'll look again tonight after I've finished like streaming and recording and all of that jazz. After I've like settled down for the night, I'll look again for them in the non-obvious places. And if I can't find them, I'll just order new wires off of Amazon. I thought, do you know what? My controller today, when I was playing draft, I thought the rubber was breaking off. And I was like, I was playing in a draft, and in the draft, I'm like, oh, guys, my controller's like finally breaking. Because I've had this controller from the PS5 controller. Well, this is a scuff one, but I've had this controller for about 2 years. And it has, oh, Nijwanga, what a pull. It has never failed me. Oh, but here's the thing though, Vipes, right? I thought it was the rubber breaking off. Because these little bits kept breaking. It wasn't the rubber breaking off. There was just like fucking food on there or something. I'm like, what? How have I done that? There was just like a bit of stale food that had solidified overnight that was just breaking off as I was using it. And actually the controller's just absolutely fine. So yeah. Little beard hairs. I didn't have little beard hairs on my controller, no. Do you have a team of the season pack to end us off, my man? Oh, here he does. Let's get it. As expected, guys. Well, actually, not as expected. There was a lot of Sommers at the start. I thought this was going to be bad. I actually think this has been very good. We've seen Osimhen's, we've seen a Martinez, we've seen Calhanoglu's, a lot of Berardi's. We saw a few of the bigger cards, which is nice. So yeah, my opinion on the team of the season pack has changed based on seeing the team of the season pack be open. So thank you guys as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace. I know why the pack channel is doing well, really. It's getting a cult following, isn't it? For the chats during the packs. Who's he got in there? Puertas. That's a Rabio. Hack podcast. Hey, it is, isn't it? I really do want a podcast. But I don't want a FIFA podcast or Ultimate Team podcast. It's just so dead, isn't it? Because it's going to be the same topics and the same comments and the same conversations every single week. And it will just be boring. But then when you've got like an open podcast, it almost has to be structured with like different guests and like the preparation time and the recording time and stuff like comes in. 90 plus pick and 85 by 20 you got Goyal. Again, sorry. Talk about other games. Talk about other games. I'd have to play other games. I don't play other games because I spend my goddamn life on this piece of shit. No, I actually quite like FC24 now. I feel like I'm getting my vibe with FC24 finally, where I'm enjoying just playing the game. Do we have a final ask? So last night, Viper, I played Champs. That like, it was wild. I was 3 or 4 goals down in about 4 games and won them all. And so I was going to say to you today to go and clip all that up and make it into a video today, but I thought, you know what, no. But I think the final RTG will be a big one. And what I think it'll be is basically every Evo that's there right now. Wow, surprise the summer. Every Evo that's there right now, I will complete so that I've got everything done. Get Costinha in there as well, Goyal Knight. And then I will build like my final form of an Arsenal team. And then the whole video will be like a maybe even if it's like an hour-long video or whatever, where we show the team, maybe even showcase what it started as, play the champs run all the way through, get the final champs rewards and any other packs that come with it, and kind of be like, thanks very much. There you go. Like that's it. Ultimate Tots to end it. Because firstly, in terms of the actual Arsenal side of the cards, it's hard to get anything better than I've got. And like maybe we'll get better cards with the Euros promo and stuff. You know, we might get like a Declan Rice Euros card or a Bukayo Saka Euros card. We might even get like a Kai Havertz like 97 Euros card. And so there will be potential to upgrade the team, but it'll be so few and far between, and it'll be such a monotonous journey to do it. And it won't be revolved around evolutions. But what I might do is if they change evolutions back to being really cool again after Team of the Season, I might redo an Arsenal RTG from the start like I'm doing the England one, where I have to pack every Arsenal player. I can only use Arsenal players, only, like no other players at all, and everything goes in towards upgrading the team from the start. Didn't know Dembele played for Arsenal? Well, then up your ball knowledge, brother. Cause, thanks for the 5 months, for the 9 months, man. Zero, thanks for the 2 months. And Copping, thanks for the 16 months, brother. Yeah, England RTG is banging because it's just good, isn't it? Like, it's fun. Like, it is getting to the point, though, where it's like, it's almost run its course. There's a few other bits we need to do. We need to finish off the Evos that we've got and we need to get to. We need to finish off packing every player. And we need to do the champs run in Ulti Tots next weekend or this weekend coming up. But after that, there's no point like hanging on to that series beyond that. It'll be like, here's our champs run. That's the end. Because otherwise we're going to be in the exact same situation we're like in the Arsenal Evo RTG, where we're just at EA's mercy, waiting, begging for an Evo to upgrade a player. And that's just not enjoyable to watch. When there's a lot to do and we're doing those initial upgrades and stuff, it's a lot of fun. Surely could go and do the actual Euros. Well, I'd rather start a Euros RTG. Depending on, like, obviously we get a new season next Thursday. So if that new season is Euro themed, I'll probably start a new series around that. Not you, Siri. One thing that I wanted to do this season was a full season, like a brand new account. Start at level 0 and go all the way through to level 40. But until they start giving us 50 XP per game, I can't, because there's just not enough XP available. I will be doing Rivals Rewards tomorrow, but it might be after 6 p.m. content, because I'm out tomorrow daytime. Right, I'll be right back, guys. One sec. Chris, thanks for the fire, brother. Oh, wait, didn't you go to Vegas recently, Chris? How was that? Just watch your content vid. Went 21-0 in the weekend with her to playing every position simultaneously. Can confirm she's legit. GG's, brother. Well done. Well done. Oh, that is a nice squad. This is a nice squad, mate. And as I say, like, with regards to the Road to Glory, because people have been asking, like, because yesterday was a title, people have been asking, like, why am I ending the Road to Glory? Like, why am I ending it? And the answer is because it has run its course. You know, the upgrades are micro upgrades and they are coming few and far between. The stress and pressure to perform on the account is intense. And like, I want to be able to enjoy champs like I did yesterday. Right? Yesterday, I wasn't even planning to play champs. And then we decided to play to 11. We actually had a great time. It got a little bit toxic towards the end. I was getting tired and stressed. Some of the chat was taking advantage of that and being dickheads. And then that always tips me over the edge. And then we're all just having a bad time. So, but overall, it was just fantastic. Super, right? See, not if you win, mate. Just play some craps, mate. I've got some great crap strategies. Next time you go Vegas, Chris, you want to, if you need a caddy in Vegas terms, I don't know, if you need me to carry your chips around, I can. I'm good at carrying chips, eating them as well. But yeah, I've got a few fantastic crap strategies I wouldn't mind trying in real life. Because you know, like, one of the things that they talk about with craps is how the odds of 7 being rolled and how you will never not have hit a 7, right? But I believe, based on like the card theory of like the power of 52, I believe that in the entire timeline of time, right? In the entire timeline of time, I believe that there has been a, let's say, 30-year run where somebody could have avoided 7 for their entire life, like for the entire 30 years. You don't need to avoid 7 for eternity. You only need to avoid it for the roles that you're playing. And I think that over time, like, the understanding is with craps, it's like the house edge is guaranteed. Like, the house are guaranteed to win in craps. I just think you've got a chance. I think you've got a chance. I think with the strategies that I've kind of derived, I think I could win at craps consistently with luck, with a bit of luck. Was that the game I used to play on share screen? No, what was that? That was Sick Bow. I fucking love Sick Bow though. Also, counting cards isn't too hard. Yeah, counting cards is really easy. But obviously they will spot you a mile off, won't they? Well, especially if you're like pushing bets and stuff. But if you stay the course of your regular bets and maybe just join when the count is high, you'd be all right. But I played craps a lot in Vegas. It's the best way to slowly play, not win loads and not lose loads. You made someone thousands and didn't tip you anything. Just bet with the house, don't pass line rules. No, I disagree. Saying you need a bit of luck is like saying you need a bit of luck in roulette. So the way you need a bit of luck in craps, Planted Wharf, right, is the same way that you'd need only a little bit of luck in roulette if you played every number but 1. If all you didn't play is literally not, if you just didn't play the 0, the 00, and the 1, right? Like, even though they've added 0 and 00, it's still 36 to 35 to 1 or whatever. But if you just didn't play those 3 numbers, or 0, 00, and 1, but played every single other number, your wins would be tiny. But you'd have to be massively unlucky to actually hit the number 1 before you recouped your like outlay. Similarly, you could just use the martingale system if you've got like really low stakes in casinos on red and black, and then you're guaranteed to win. But you're winning at best. You're really low stake and that shit. So yeah, you can build nicely on craps with a half good run. Yeah. Could I check my 4-5-1 possession? I can, mate. Yeah. It's slow build up and direct passing, mate. The risk is too big that the 0, 0, and the 1 hit. I saw some people running some interesting strategies where they were covering low third, middle third, first line, second line, and all they were missing out on was like third line in the third. You know what I mean? Like basically, like what would it be like 36, 33, and 30. Any player instructions? Yeah, loads. Dembele getting behind, stay forward. Bukayo Saka, stay forward, stay on edge of the box, free roam. Havertz, come back, cut inside, come short, stay on edge. Odegaard, come back, get in the box. Rice, come back, cut inside, come short, stay on edge. Partey, stay back, stay on edge, cover centre. And then balance on the fullbacks. I might even set the fullbacks to stay back while attacking because I find that they overlap too much, but... Do I keep the low depth side? Mate, it's Japes' tactic that Josh stole off of Japes, that I stole off of Josh. Sound keeps cutting out. If you're on, just refresh the stream if you're on YouTube. It's probably just played an ad, and usually when it plays ads on YouTube, it just bugs the sound somehow. I don't know. It's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. Dembele in an Arsenal team? Yeah. Problem? Ben White was playing right wing at points last night. Was he actually, Mav? Mate, I was so gone in some of those games. Like, not even head gone. I was so tired. I don't know if you've ever played, like... I know you probably have, Mav, but I don't know if you've ever played, like, so much FIFA that your brain is on such high autopilot that even in the games, I kept having to, like, look at the score to remind myself what the score was in the game because I just couldn't remember. Who's my favourite player out this starting 11? Oh, Saka, 100%. Like, without any shadow of a doubt, it's him. This card is so good. I'm so glad I got him first owner. He's so good. Would I consider past players? Oh, baby. A triple. Hello? I don't even want to say this man was disrespected at Arsenal because I don't think he was. We just weren't built for a player like him until he left, and then we played like we needed a player like him. But he wasn't given the credit he deserved at Arsenal, but he also wasn't disrespected at Arsenal. He was just kind of like appreciated, and that's it. He scored that goal, then left. Yeah, he scored one scorpion kick. No, Giroud scored some good goals for us, man. Yeah, Giroud is literally the type of striker we need now. Yeah. Mate, I will never forget, right, when Giroud was at Arsenal once. He got injured for a little while. And when he was injured, all we did was whip balls into the box. All we did was just play the ball into the box. And it was like fucking Lacazette there, or I can't remember. It might have even been Theo Walcott at the time that was there. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are we whipping the ball into the box to Theo Walcott? And then Giroud came back from injury and went into the box, and we tried to pass it in the goal again. Like, what are we doing? Our massive tank of a striker's just come back, and we stopped hitting the ball to the box. Come on. Did I think Theo was a striker or a winger? Oh, 100% a striker. Mate, he went on, like, literally, I think it was when Giroud was injured, Theo Walcott played up front for us for 8 games in a row. And he scored 9 goals in those 8 games, scoring in all but one of those games, right? So he was hitting a goal every game. And then he got farmed back out to the wing. And I'm thinking, what? Like, how? How can you not see that this man should be a striker? And then when you think about how nimble he was and how techie he was, remember that goal against Newcastle from the left-hand side, where he like sat down two of the defenders and then just dinked it over the keeper that was on the line? And it's like, we could have done with that in the box all the time. Remember the Walcott debut against Chelsea? I do, yeah. Yeah, it was banging. Mate, Walcott against Liverpool in the Champions League for us as well. Even though we lost in the end, I think, on away goals or by 1 goal in I think it was Champions League quarterfinal. Walcott was insane. Giroud will crush the MLS. He will. Benteke this season. It took Benteke a season to settle in. And I don't think Benteke is anywhere near as good as Giroud is, but they've got like the same kind of, they're the same caliber of player with like their height and their physicality and stuff. This season, Benteke is starting to absolutely destroy the MLS. And I think Giroud will just do even more. I might buy Giroud on Sorry, yeah, because he's going to LAFC and I've got a full collection for them. Who's the England lad who played for Arsenal around the time of Giroud? Should have been the best England. Oh, Jack Wilshere, mate. Wilshere, he coaches our under 21s now, I think. Jack Wilshere, mate. He's one of actually quite a long list of English players that could genuinely have been world class if they didn't have injury problems. Well, probably just players in general. But is it the under 18s he manages? We've got to run it back like the old days. One time, I will watch. You want to watch me? Wait, Vibes, that's weird. Yeah, Jack Wilshere could genuinely have gone down as one of the greatest midfielders of all time. Like, I remember when Pep was at Barcelona and Barcelona were winning literally everything. And I remember that year in the league where they were smashing everyone by like 6, 7, 8 goals. And Pep Guardiola said the only player at Arsenal that he would ever take at Barcelona was Wilshere. And that speaks volumes about how good Wilshere was, because that Barcelona midfield was Busquets, Xavi and Iniesta. So the fact that Pep would have taken Wilshere to play in that midfield genuinely shows his quality, man. He was so fucking good, man. He was so good. Just one good game, mate. Oh, wait, Roger Rabbit, I'm going to click on your name, and this might be the end of you, brother, because I recognize your name for being just an absolute dick. Yeah, I timed you out yesterday. But yeah, you are literally just anti-Arsenal. Every time I talk about Arsenal, you are full-blown anti-Arsenal. All you do is talk negative about Arsenal in my streams, which is weird because you'd think you'd just rather talk positively about the team that you support rather than negatively about the team that you don't. But now you don't get to talk in the stream at all. So goodbye. Bet that guy's a Spurs fan. Mourinho said that Spain had loads of Wilsheres and he wasn't special. Mourinho says a lot of dumb shit, doesn't he? He says a lot of really good stuff as well, to be fair. But yeah, I think for me, Aaron Ramsey was another top. I was gutted when Ramsey left, especially because of I know he left on a free to Juventus, but he left. It felt like as the tide was turning for Arsenal, and he was one of the best players that we had at the time. And so for him to leave, it was one of those ones where it's like, I was gutted for him to leave, but it was also so sick to see him go to Juve and play with Ronaldo, right? But then it was shit because he didn't even get much game time at Juve. And I was like, man, he might as well have just stayed with us. With how little he played, he could have just stayed. Cazorla, mate, Cazorla still balls out now, but Cazorla was so good. Yeah, Ramsey took the wage. He plays at Cardiff now, don't he, in the Championship? Giroud was pony for us. So many chances he used to miss. He was awful. 75% of the time he was at the Emirates. I don't personally agree with that, but fair enough if that's what you feel like. I loved Alex Song. The amount of quality RVP goals that were from his assists are insane. One of the greatest goals of all time come from a Alex Song assist, and that was Thierry Henry against Leeds in the FA Cup. And my God, what a ball and what a finish! It was like it was just memories, that wasn't it? That was just reliving memories in real time. That was. Player management is much more important than tactics. Seeing teams like Leverkusen and Argentina in World Cup do well because of it. I don't think player management is much more important than tactics. I think they both have like big importance. Coquelin, when he came from his loan from Charlton, balled for us. Coquelin was good. He was good. He just wasn't like good enough. You know, Coquelin was the sort of player that would have been a really good rotation player for Arsenal back then. but because of the way the club was being run, he was a starter. I'm 19, so too young to remember the Arsenal success in the past, but I'm so excited to see where this team goes. It was different back then. It was different, like, even when we were winning things back then, even when we won the Prem, even, like we would win, like, we did the double in 98 and I think 2002. And all I remember thinking, even in those years, were two things. Number one, we weren't quite as good as United. Even in the seasons that we won the league, I just remember thinking that United team was just like special, right? And we definitely had some special players as well. Like, we had Vieira, we had, Petit, like Henry, Bergkamp, players like that. But then where Man United had like David Beckham, we had Ray Parlour, right? Where Man United had like Dennis Irwin, we had like whichever fullback you want to take. Like, we had Nigel Winterburn or Lee Dixon, and it's like Man United's like non-stars were just way better than Arsenal's non-stars, and so I always felt like we just weren't as good as or better than Man United even when we were winning things. So that was the first thing for winning back then. The second thing winning back then was we didn't win the Champions League. And in the 2 or 3 years where I actually felt like we did have one of the best teams in the world, especially in the year that we got to the Champions League final, it's pain to have a team that good. It must genuinely feel like what PSG feel like almost all the time, because our team was that fucking good that we just should have beat everyone in our path. And it would have just... Who knows where the team would be now if we had won the Champions League that year. But one thing Arsenal have always really struggled to do is buy superstars at superstar level. We always buy superstars when they've got personal problems at the club, or they've fallen out of favour or out of form, or they're injury-stricken. We bought Mesut Ozil when he had issues at Real Madrid, rather than buying Mesut Ozil because we were great and he wanted to play for us. We bought Alexis Sanchez because he wanted to leave Barcelona, not because he wanted to join Arsenal. And it's always felt like we were that club. Like, it feels like that kind of like paupers club where we're like begging people, like, please come on, please come and play for us. Whereas now, even though we haven't won the title this year, I feel like our starting 11, I feel like our main team is just about as good as anybody else's. Maybe a little bit off the pace of City and Real Madrid. And I know we didn't beat Bayern, and I think that comes down to experience and depth. But I feel like our team is just getting there. Like, we're just there. And I feel like this is the first time in my lifetime as an Arsenal fan where we can actually attract superstars to the club because they want to come and play for us, not because they don't want to play for the club that they're playing for. And so that's really exciting for me personally, and for any Arsenal fan, I would believe, that I feel like we can... I feel like there wouldn't really be a single player on earth right now that doesn't want to come and play for Arsenal. Yeah, we got Thierry Henry when he couldn't get game time at Juventus as a left winger. And Thierry Henry also had history of playing under Arsene Wenger as well. Fully agree, Nep. I was thinking about this the other day. We need a big player to join us because they want to, not because of convenience. Yeah, exactly. And we've never had that before. And I genuinely feel like this is the first time that we're in a position where we can knock on any player's door and they would at the very least be like, ooh, that could be good. That could be fun. That could be interesting. Rather than, I'm not going to. Or rather than, I will, but because I'm being ousted everywhere else. I was a bit young and reporting wasn't as extensive, but it feels like Arteta has more of a draw for players than Wenger did. Yeah, genuinely. Well, it feels like Arteta's involved in the process. Like, football's changed in general a lot, but at least the way I perceive that it used to happen is like Wenger would go to David Dean and the board at Arsenal and say, these are the players I want, and they'd come back with, these are the players you can have. And if one of those happened to marry up, great. Otherwise, he just kind of had to pick from who he was offered. But now it feels like Arteta and Edu have such a heavy part in who they buy and why they buy them. But it actually seems like we would rather miss out on buying somebody than buying somebody for the sake of it. And Isaac is a perfect example of that. We wanted Isaac when he joined Newcastle last season. And when we didn't get him, we didn't just go and buy somebody else. We just didn't buy anybody. We just dealt with what we had because it would be a waste of funds and resources and a waste of time and energy to just pick up somebody for the sake of it. Newcastle are taking the piss with prices by the look of it. That's the benefit they get, isn't it, of having like the billionaire owners. Saw a tweet that Edu does so much analysis on players to make sure they get the right player. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I haven't got my rig set up for F1, says, sorry, brother. Also, did you just type in both of my YouTube and Twitch chat at the same time to make sure your message got saw? Or did two random different people called Cez and Serpico type exact same time? The difference is now the Premier League is where the money is now, and Arsenal are doing well, so will be an attraction. Back in the day, Italy and Spain was the main draw. Not this season. Ben White probably being the best right back this season. I think Ben White's been the best right back this season in the league. I think a lot of people disrespect him because he chooses not to play for England under like Southgate and Holland. So yeah, I don't know. People will still choose clubs like Real and Barcelona over Arsenal. Right now, I don't think players choose Barcelona over Arsenal. Real Madrid, yes. Manchester City, yes. But Barcelona, they are a club in such deep financial trouble that you don't even know like what's happening for you. For example, I know Joao Cancelo, who's on loan there, has spoken out many times on wanting to stay there. And every time it's brought up and mentioned and talked about, it's like Barcelona can't afford to pay him. They can't even afford to get him on a free transfer because they can't afford to pay like the sign-on bonus or the wages and things like that. And so it's like, Alba went to Barca over Arsenal. Aubameyang went to Barcelona from Arsenal, not over Arsenal. Barcelona and Madrid, it's only their name that carries weight. What would a successful season be for us next season? Winning a trophy would be a successful season. Arteta pushed him out. And at the time, rightfully so, right? Listen, I love Aubameyang, right? We signed, I've told this story a few times, but I loved Aubameyang and Lacazette because of FIFA and Ultimate Team. And after I fell in love with both of them, they signed for Arsenal the next season. And so imagine my joy when two players that I've loved before they joined Arsenal just joined Arsenal. Like, what are the odds? Genuinely, what are the odds, right? And so it was amazing for me to have those two at Arsenal. And for the most part, they were both exceptional for us. And it fell apart for both of them when Arsenal fell apart. And so, yeah, Aubameyang had to leave at the time that he had to leave because Arteta had to get his team. And Aubameyang wasn't it. And neither was Lacazette. And it's genuinely good to see them both smashing it in the French league right now because I love both of them, and I think any Arsenal fan kind of wants the best for both of those players and is happy to see them being successful in their own ways at the teams that they're at. But yeah, I like Aubameyang and Lacazette both had to leave when they left. They just had to. Same with all of the players that we got. Ozil had to go, you know. And I was actually in the moment, you know, before like Arteta and Edu specifically kept giving the whole like trust the process, and I didn't believe I tried trust the process or whatever, right? It's a bit cringy, but I try and trust the process. But I didn't believe that having Ozil out of the team was a benefit for Arsenal because he was different class. He was literally world class, and it's really sad when your manager doesn't want to play. It didn't even bring him on the bench. He was just out. He didn't even get registered for our Europa League squad for one of the seasons. He was just left out. And as a fan, you can't understand. You're like, why are we leaving out our best player? Our best player. But now in hindsight, you look back and you think, at the time it didn't seem like the right thing to do. But it was important to do. It was important that Arteta stamped his authority on the team, because look at us now. Yeah, George, you've tried to portray this weird and negative Arsenal image a couple of times, brother. We get it. You don't like Arsenal, that's fine. Ozil better than Odegaard? I think Ozil has had a better career than Odegaard has had at this moment in time. I think Odegaard has the talent and the capabilities to become a better player than Ozil. But, you know, we're comparing, what is Ozil, like 22? Sorry, Odegaard's like 22 years old, right? 23 years old. 20, yeah, is he 26? 25? Jesus Christ, he's 25 now. That's mad, isn't it? Yeah, like, I think, you know, Odegaard's got another 8, 9, 10 years of football to go yet. Odegaard's starting to really show a lot of like fun stuff, isn't he? He's starting to be like the trickster and the skill guy. You know, the kind of like drag back passes and things like that are really, really starting to come through, and it's so good to watch. Do you know what was really interesting about I saw Arsenal Buzz tweeted about an interview that Declan Rice did, and he was asked who are the best 2 players in Arsenal's training, and Odegaard was his first mention of the best player, and he thinks Odegaard's our best player. It was really surprising for me to a degree to hear that Declan Rice thinks Gabriel Jesus is also like alongside Odegaard in terms of like how good of a player he is. And it just makes me really, really, really hope that he fixes his fucking knee this summer and gets the surgery done and gets back to his best. Because if Jesus is that good, you know, Declan Rice won't be saying that just to give him like a you know, an ego boost or anything. He'd be telling his truth. So if Jesus is that good, we need this man. We need this man. We need this man in our club. Like somehow, some way, we've got to keep him. We've got to get him to his best. We've got to get his fitness up to stay, like keep him fit for a whole season, and let's see what he can do for like a whole fit season. Jesus was phenomenal at City, so I only hope his knee gets physically lethal. Odegaard's the one player I would want at my club. Would fit Liverpool nicely. Great player. Yeah, Arsenal are finally getting a few players that other clubs where we're going to have to start fighting to hold them. I remember, like, again, back when we had like Vieira and Petit and Overmars and players like that, for about 4 years straight, Vieira to Barcelona was linked. Vieira's going to Barcelona. Barcelona will buy Vieira for like 30 million, which now you'd be like, wait, 30 million? But back then, 30 million was like one of the biggest, like transfer fees would have been one of the biggest transfer fees, right? And it was hard always fighting it off. For the last like 15 years as an Arsenal fan, no one wants our shit. no one's there being like, oh, Mohamed El Neni, he's top of the list for people to come. No one gave a shit. We're back to having players that people want again. Like Havertz, maybe not. Saka, people want. Rice, people want. Odegaard, people want. Saliba, people want. You could make an argument for yes or no with White. He might be a guy that's very good because he fits the system rather than the capability of his player. Gabriel, maybe a little bit hot-headed and too error-prone for too many clubs to want him. Gabriel Martinelli, before he fell out of form this season, I actually think Barcelona talked about wanting Gabriel Martinelli, but it's quite interesting now all of a sudden to have a lot of our team be desired by other players, other teams, like other big teams. You know what I mean? We're no longer like, again, we're no longer feeding off of the scraps of other teams. We've actually got an insane squad. Shamak, yeah, Shamak was a bit garb. we had this kind of Arsene Wenger did this weird thing for about 6 or 7 years, where he would just buy like the top goal scorer from the French league, unless it was like Zlatan or Mbappe or something, where we couldn't get them. He would just buy the top goal scorer or the second top goal scorer. So yeah, Giroud was one of them. Sonogo was one of them. Shamak was one of them. Like we just kept signing these bags of shit from the French league. Yeah, Gervinho. Well, yeah, Gervinho was one of them. We just kept buying these bags of shit from the French league. Do you know what? I love Gervinho, to be fair. Like more because of his receding hairline that he tried to hide with a hairband that was holding his forehead together. But yeah, we definitely bought a whole pile of shit because Wenger had this like connection to the French league. Yeah, Gervinho wasn't bad. He was good. It wasn't great, mind you, but what do I think about Rashford? I've talked about my opinion on Rashford before, but just to give it in like a kind of quick, concise manner, I will only know if Arsenal should buy Rashford after Arsenal can buy Rashford. And what I mean by that is, if Arteta can get Rashford playing to his best consistently, I want Rashford at Arsenal. If Arteta can't, I don't. And the fact that that in itself is a question makes me think that Arteta won't buy Rashford. I think Rashford has the potential to like absolutely smash at Arsenal. And so like when I talked about Rashford a couple of days ago at Arsenal, you guys in the stream were like, oh, as if Rashford would want to go there, this or that, Man United won't sell. And I watched another video today on Arsenal transfers and stuff like that. It genuinely seems like that. I've seen it from like 4 or 5 now, very, very strong sources that are like very, very rarely wrong on these sort of things. That Rashford and Arteta have been chatting now for like 3 weeks. So I don't think Arsenal will pay enough. The interesting thing for Man United right now is they are in the position that Arsenal were in about 3 years ago, where you have got a lot of big names underperforming on massive wages. And so you will not be able to command massive transfer fees, because if you want to get the players that you want in, your primary goal is not getting in money from selling players, but it's saving money from selling players. And if Rashford's on a humongous wage, you will happily take 30 or 40 million for him if it just means getting his wages off the wage bill. You disagree with that? Trust me, Vibes. We sold so much of our players. We gave away so many of our players for nothing. For nothing, just to get the wages off the wage bill. Les Ferdinand on the Overlap podcast talked about that in his time at QPR during relegation. Interesting stuff. About like transfer fees and wages, Bressie. I reckon we could say to any English club 100 mil. Viper. I don't know who you think you're talking about, but if you think anybody would want to pay £100 million for Marcus Rashford, you are deluded. Marcus Rashford cannot command £100 million transfer fee. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. What do I think will happen with Nicolas Pepe? Nicolas Pepe is not an Arsenal player anymore. We sold him last year for like 5 million, I think it was, to Trabzonspor. Rashford is max 75 mil. Guys, Marcus Rashford, again, right? We're talking about a player that at his peak is insane, but hits his peak so seldomly that no club is going to want to gamble that much money. The reason why the reason why I'm saying 40 million or maybe 50 million, right? 40 to 50 million. The reason why I'm saying that is because his wages are so high. So no club is going to pay 60 to 70 million and then pay 200 to 300,000 a week, right? However, a club will pay 40 to 50 million and then 200 to 300,000 a week. So Man United will absolutely have to adjust what they can get for him if he's going to demand the wages that he's getting. There is no chance he's selling for more than 35, 40. I'd say 40 to 50 million probably is like my rating. But look at this season. He scored 8 goals in 43 games. 2 seasons ago, 5 goals in 32 games. Last season, even that, 30 goals in 56 games. That's about a 1 in 2 goal-to-game ratio. These are not numbers that will get anywhere near 60 or 70 million. Nowhere near it. Not a chance. Not a chance. And if Man United decide that they want 70 or 80 or 90 million for Rashford, and nobody's willing to pay it, you're just going to be left with him on your books, sucking you dry for another 3, 4, 5 years. I see Rashford being about Kai price. See, Kai's wages weren't like Rashford's though. I think people really underestimate the value of wages when it comes to transfer negotiations. So many better players for him for the same price. Yeah, in the current market, you'd just go for somebody different instead of that. After his season last season and how good he was at the World Cup, after his form after the World Cup last season and his lead up into the back end of the season, yeah, maybe we could have seen 80, 90, 100 million. What about Jack Wilshere? City paying 100 million for? That's because Jack Wilshere was insane for Villa. Insane. And again, English homegrown. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between a player right now that scored 8 goals in 43 games and Jack Wilshere, who ran that Villa team. And look at what Villa have done with it as well. Villa have put that money to great use. I think Varane's already left Man United, hasn't he? He's gone. Wilshere. Did I say Wilshere? I meant Grealish. Yeah, if I said Wilshere, I meant Grealish. My bad. But yeah, Grealish at Villa went for 100 million because he was insane. Yeah, I meant Grealish. If I said Wilshere, because somebody else in the chat said Wilshere. Vrati said Wilshere was a baller. So I read that and my mind just took Wilshere's name and went out there. But yeah, Jack Grealish, and even then, I think it's fair to say that even in the moment, people thought 100 million for Grealish was crazy. And I think people would stand by that now as well. And even if you look here, Marcus Rashford's market value is 82 million euros, which is about 70 million pounds. Now, if that's his market value, that's not taken into consideration his wages. I genuinely think 50 million would be max for someone to pay for Rashford, max. Look, in the Premier League this season, 7 goals and 2 assists from 33 games and 26 starts. And Nketiah's got those numbers. Does that mean we can sell Nketiah for 70 million because he's English? No chance. Although we did sell Balogun for 50 million, so... How much would I pay for Nunez? I feel like Nunez is in a very similar situation to Rashford, actually, isn't he? Because he's a player with bundles of quality that's just not delivering. To be fair, he's got 11 goals and 8 assists. which is really good given the fact that he barely got played at the back end of the season as well. He was on the bench all of the time. I personally really like Darwin Núñez. I really like Marcus Rashford as well, actually. I wouldn't mind either of them at Arsenal, but I really like Darwin Núñez. I feel like Núñez is kind of in a weird Liverpool team at the moment. I feel like Liverpool are just in a weird moment, aren't they? Taremi was linked with Arsenal. Taremi's too old for Arsenal. Yeah, Núñez needs to like really focus on just learning how to finish. And hey, like people bag on him and be like, oh, that's it, his career, this is all he'll be or whatever. He's only 24. Think about Salah for the first little while of his career. Salah flopped at Chelsea. He did okay at Roma, came to Liverpool and became one of the best players on earth. Right? Sometimes it's where you're playing that causes some of the problems, or who you're playing with, or what sort of tactic or setup you're playing in that causes some of the problems. We like you can see here, like, for Benfica, 34 goals in 41 games. I mean, this season he's actually scored more than last season, but I don't mind Núñez. Still find it wild that Chelsea fumbled KDB and Salah. Yeah, mad, isn't it? Yeah, De Bruyne. Yeah, exactly. De Bruyne was struggling at Chelsea. Where did he go to after Chelsea, or did he go straight to? After Chelsea. Did he go straight to City after Chelsea? Why am I typing in Chelsea? Didn't he go to the Italian league as well for a little while? He went back to Wolfsburg and then to City. That's mad, isn't it? Where did Balogun move to? So Balogun went to the French league to, was it Rennes, was it? Or was it Monaco, potentially? Yeah, went to Monaco. So here's what's funny, right? When we sold Balogun and kept Nketiah, I genuinely remember people saying that we should have kept Balogun because he was scoring so many goals at Reims in the French league. And I tried to explain to people, the French league is a fucking Mickey Mouse league for goals. Georges NepentheZ, who was in the French second division last season, didn't get a minute at Ajax. They bought him because of his insane season in the French second division. He didn't get a minute there. Went back to Metz in the French first league and absolutely smashed it and nearly saved them from relegation. I don't actually know if they did get saved. Oh, they got the playoff game. So he might have saved them from relegation, right? So NepentheZ comes back. Look at that. In half a season in the French league for the team that finished 16th, he comes back and he gets 4 assists and 13 goals. Right? This is a guy that was playing, couldn't get a minute at Ajax and was scoring in the second division last season, right? So when Balogun last year scored 22 goals for Reims and like 9 of them were penalties, right? And people are saying to me that Nketiah should have been the one that went and Balogun stay. I just remember saying to people, man, it's not hard to score goals in the French league. It's a very, very poor defensive league. It's very much about goals, goals, goals. It's so many goals, right? So then when this season's come, and it's easy in hindsight to be like, look how right I was. But Balogun's been fucking shit. I mean, Monaco finished second and scored 68 goals. And he scored 7 of them. Lo and behold, when he doesn't get a penalty, Jesus Christ, who takes... Wait, they got 1 penalty, 2 penalties all year, Jesus Christ. He got 7 goals. 7. You're telling me that's the guy you wanted at Arsenal? Arsenal fans? It's not. Salah was young and shocking at Chelsea. How is that fun? No, it's not about it's about the part that Núñez is young, right? So my point was anyway that people saying that Núñez is now finished and washed because he can't put the ball in the back of the net, even though he does, maybe just not to the degree that he should. Like, Salah was 24 when he joined Liverpool and has developed at Liverpool into one of the best players on earth. Núñez is 24 now. So, like what I'm saying is, let's not write Darwin Núñez off because he's had a couple of rough seasons at Liverpool where he's not taking all of the chances that he should take. Because not every player is just Mbappe level at 18 years old, right? Salah's first few games for us, his finishing was atrocious. Look, yeah, that's what I mean. And like, listen, and listen, maybe Núñez doesn't develop. Maybe he's at his peak now, and this is him. But maybe he spends the next couple of years working really hard, focuses a lot on his finishing, his composure, his movement, his positioning, and becomes a 30 to 40 goal man. You just don't know, right? Salah been horrendous since January. It feels like that there was some issues between specifically Salah and Klopp, but it just as well feels like Liverpool were just different after Klopp announced that he was leaving. And wasn't it just a really weird time to announce that he was leaving? I feel like people expect all youngsters to be insane nowadays. I remember when 18-year-olds got 10 to 20 minutes off the bench regardless of name. Rooney being as good as his age. Yeah, Habes is mad, isn't it? People look at 21, 22-year-olds now that aren't like Premier League stars as like, oh, they're washed. What? He's 20, like he's barely out of school for fuck's sake. Like, give him a chance. But yeah, as I said, I think it was a really, really, really weird time for Klopp to announce that he's leaving. And then to go on and just win the one trophy. And it wasn't even the way Liverpool lost in, what were they in the Europa League or Champions? I can't remember what competition they were in. It wasn't even the way he lost in like lost the Premier League either. Like Liverpool were just shit. It wasn't like Liverpool stayed like tight. You know, they ended up 9 points adrift of City. Oh yeah, they lost to Atalanta in the Europa League. Yeah, they ended up 9 points adrift of City and 7 adrift of Arsenal. Like that is they just fell apart, man. They just fucking fell apart. And I agree with you, Mambotti. I think Klopp announcing it early ended up destroying their season. But I think that he and I guess the people that agreed that it was a good idea for him to announce it thought that it would motivate the fans and the team to go and win it all. And then, you know, they still won a trophy, which is better than Arsenal. I get it. But it really derailed the season, in my opinion. United fans were calling for Garnacho to get benched in the final because he had 2 to 3 off games. Again, he's 19. Yeah. Perfection feels like an expectation these days. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Yeah, it did do the complete opposite. I won a super rare on So Rare yesterday, guys. Tier 4. I've been nice in back-to-back rewards for my super rares. I literally won this guy here, Nico Serrano. He's a baller. I just hope he stays there forever and just gets better and starts bagging out hundreds. And then I won Kang Sang Yoon from Suwon Blue Wings. Is it the Blue Wings? I don't know if it's the Blue Wings. And I'm like, damn, for a tier 4? I'm like, he's only 19. He's got a chance. What does he do today? Comes off the bench to bag a goal. 12 AA. And I'm like, let's fucking go. This guy is like the next Heung-min Son. I can feel it. I've got myself an absolute worldie here. We'll say they're all like, although I dislike City fans, they're very good at supporting young talent coming through. Never see them call for the heads after a bad performance. And they've got so much quality coming through as well. They've got Sideshow Bob, Rico Lewis. Even like Jeremy Doku and Julian Alvarez are still like young talent coming through, aren't they? Yeah, Pep did very well with Foden early on in his career. Do you know what I even like what Pep's doing now? And I know De Bruyne doesn't like it, but I love the fact that Pep is protecting De Bruyne now. De Bruyne is getting subbed off so often now, and he hates it. You can tell he's always pissed and always angry when he gets subbed off. But there's no need. Like, De Bruyne is not old. He's only 32. But because he's had a lot of injuries over the last couple of years as well, if he wants to prolong his playing career, maybe he doesn't, but if he does want to prolong his playing career to like 36, 37, 38 or beyond, he needs to start managing his minutes now. Otherwise, he'll just be done at 34, 35, right? And so I really like the fact that Pep's, when the game's done for City now, De Bruyne is one of the first to be hauled off. And it's good. It's you know, Pep's not too scared to be like, oh no, KDB that wants to stay on, let him stay on. Bring in that midfielder. Bring in Nunez. Give him the chance. Give Bob the chance. Look, whoever's coming into that role, give them the chance. Save 20. Imagine you saved 20 to 30 minutes a game for the whole season. You've effectively saved like a third of the minutes that you would have played. The amount of longevity that would give you is crazy. So I really respect that. And that's what I wish Arteta would do with Saka. And for as much as I love Arteta, one of the things that I think he's got wrong this season and last is driving this man into the fucking ground, right? I do not understand, especially when he had an injury already, I do not understand why he's playing 90 minutes against Palace, 90 minutes against Nottingham Forest, 90 minutes. Well, he got 70 minutes. He came off injured against West Ham in the 67th minute, started the next game against Burnley, came off injured again in the 69th minute, and then played 90 minutes against Porto. This game against Newcastle, 76 minutes, comes off injured. 45 minutes against Sheffield United, comes off injured. Next game, no worries, 90 minutes. It's like, fuck me, man. Give the man a rest. Give him a rest. I get it when you're starting him against Bayern, or you're starting him against Villa, or you're starting him against even Brighton, because they were still good at the time. He was injured against Luton. He couldn't play, thank God. Even against Brentford, against Sheffield United, against Burnley, against Nottingham Forest just before a Liverpool game, there is no need to play him. There's no need. And, he's only 22 years old. He's going to be destroyed by the time he's in his late 20s, early 30s, because he's just run himself into the ground. Celtic did that with Tierney. That's why he has so many injuries now. And isn't it sad? And like I say, I love Arteta because I think he's doing a great job at Arsenal. But he could, 3-0 against Bournemouth, right? When did we score the first goal? 45th minute, Saka penalty. Okay, maybe the game wasn't sewn up. Maybe it was important that he was there. But at 70 minutes, when we go 2-0 up, he should have immediately come off the field. 2-0, 20 minutes to go, get him off, right? There's no need for him to go up to the 86th minute there. No need at all. And it's just frustrating because I believe Saka is world class, and I believe Saka will show and prove to the world, maybe even through the Euros, that he's world class. But if he keeps getting forced to play under injury, his career will just be cut short, and it will just be injury plagued, and then he will just end up being just another player that didn't make it. It'll be another Jack Wilshere or someone like that, right? Somebody in the chat said, who should replace him? We've had this, Emile Smith-Rowe and Fabio Vieira and Gabriel Jesus, right, are three players that could quite comfortably slot into that role right there for 20, 30 minutes when 2-0 up against Bournemouth, right? The fact that, look at Fabio Vieira, right? Look at this. When did he come back from his injury? Fabio Vieira came back from his injury against Porto, 23rd of February. On the bench. 45 minutes against Sheffield United when we won 6-0. On the bench. 1 minute against Brighton. 4 more games where he didn't even come off the bench. 8 minutes against Chelsea. 4 more games where he didn't come off the bench. What's the fucking point? What's the point? Genuinely, what's the point? When we've got Bukayo Saka playing 90 minutes or until injury in all of these games, when we're we was up early against Newcastle, wasn't we? Yeah, even here, at 3-0 in the 69th minute, okay, he did bring on Nelson in the 76th minute, that's fair enough. That's what you want to see more of, right? But so many games we were so far ahead in so early. This West Ham game, half-time it was 4-0. We should have seen 5 changes or 4 changes because you want to save one just in case of injury or whatever. We should have seen 4 changes at half-time. You know, Saka, Ødegaard, Rice, and one of Gabriel or Saliba should have been coming off the field at half-time, and we should have been bringing on Nwaneri, who did come on, Nelson perfect, not Cedric or El Neni. They're not young players that need minutes. They're rotation players that are leaving. We should have been on Walters, who's now leaving anyway. We should have brought on Jorginho. Like, there's no reason when you're 4-0 up at half-time away to West Ham to keep your star players on until the 67th and 77th minute. And I guarantee you, if City were 4-0 up against West Ham at half-time, maybe not Haaland because he loves the goals, but De Bruyne would be off. Ruben Diaz would be off. Like, their star players would just be protected. And I would just like to see that more, Arsenal. That's all. I would just like to see it more. Anyway, guys, I didn't realise how late it was. I'm going to be going for now. I might not be streaming tomorrow until around 6 p.m. content, around 5:15, 5:30. So thanks for watching for today. Of course, thanks for those 100 bits, brother. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow at some point.